I'm right here.
All right.
What are you breaking up? Hello, everybody. This is Corey with Mighty Mushroom. Jacob with Portland Pickers is here. And we have Dr. Guy LaFour.
Good evening.
Good evening. Notification Squad. We have Kayla from Hazel Hearts Vintage in the chat.
Already,
I know. She's a lurker. Yeah.
She's like, "Is it 9 o'clock?"
Is it 9 o'clock on a random
I'll get
night?
on earlier just to make sure.
It's a little bit early. That is interesting.
That's a lot of love, Kayla.
That is a lot of love. Yeah, man. Whoa, that's good. It only pops up to say that we're live when I don't actually schedule the show. When I just do it randomly at like 8:42, then it will push the notification. But if I actually like schedule it, it never actually does.
Well, yeah, they don't want people to know that it's happening. I mean, God forbid that.
Hi there. We have Treasure Hustlers. There's a hustler. You should be Portland Hustlers, Portland Pickers, Portland Picker Hustlers, Portland Hustler Picker Hustlers.
That would go over well with everyone. So it didn't occur to me until just now you saying that. But so my eBay username wasn't actually Portland Pickers, right? And then 2 days ago, I was like, you know what? I think it's time. I think now's the time to do it.
Yeah.
And literally on November 14th, someone started a Portland Pickers.
That sounds like my life.
What? Who are you? That is sick.
Someone in the chat.
Who did it? Corey, was that you?
Yeah, it was me.
Darren, I knew it.
I knew about you before I met you on Instagram, where you have the name Portland Pickers. Must be. How can be?
But this
Remember the 14th of November.
2 weeks ago.
We have this bar in Portland. Do you know the karaoke bar Chopsticks?
Yeah, I mean it's. Oh yeah,
Karaoke?
Yes.
I don't think we
We have to get a Chopsticks karaoke night going.
Oh.
Like once a month or something.
Can you live broadcast from Chopsticks?
Jake does not do karaoke.
Well, he doesn't have to. He can just mock people and throw bottles at them. That's fine.
Well, that's not fair.
See, Corey understands me. She was trying to drag me up last time we were at Eagle Eye.
You should just do it and stop being such a baby. You're such a baby about everything.
I'm young, that's why I have to be a baby. Like once I get out of diapers, then I'll stop being a baby. But until then,
all I hear is wah.
We're singing the thong song, so
Yes.
I mean that's actually more reason, like that would be my go-in. But
Jake hates fun. I don't know if Jake hates fun. Jake hates not crying. That's what Jake. What were we saying? Oh, so there's this bar in Portland called Chopsticks, and they do karaoke. And the owner, his name is Sam. And if you try to talk to him, all he ever says, he does this: "How can be?" And then an awkward silence. You'd be like,
that's what happened.
Sam, people go there to be like, Sam, it is raining so hard outside. And he'll be like, how can be? Not joking. Like, I'll screenshot it. Somebody can screenshot the Chopsticks, and their logo is like Sam smiling, and it says, how can be underneath.
Dear
God.
Dear headlights is what I am.
I haven't sold anything from that Jaguar sale yet. I found out that those Harley brake caliper blobbly blues were fake.
They're fakes?
They're not fake. Excuse me. They're stock Harleys that they put into those boxes, but they're still worth much more than I paid for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that knocked off like $360 worth of profit, down to like $70 or $80 in profit.
but they'll move. I mean,
Yeah. I've got a guy on the hook. I sent him some.
you gotta.
I got a guy on the hook. Well, I only found out because this dude told me, like, hey, these are the stock ones that somebody put in the aftermarket box. And I was like, thanks, dude. I kind of got snarky with him too. I'm usually like really polite to people, but I was really busy. I'm usually polite to my customers. I'm not polite to you because you're not my customer.
I was gonna say polite.
You should actually buy something from me, and then you'll be my customer, and then I'll be nice.
That's true. How much for one of those Nike, those Team Nike hats? What are those? What do you sell?
$24.99.
$44.99. Okay.
$24.99. I think, which is a steal.
Wow, it's on sale right now. Okay.
Yeah, you can buy one on eBay and become my customer.
I might get some respect around here.
Get some respect around here. That's the only thing mixed in with all the salt is respect. I feel like I can kind of be salty with you a little bit, and that makes me feel good.
If Corey's not salty to you, then either he's your customer or he doesn't like you.
That we have learned.
That's actually really true. Guy is like 100% right on. Like, I'm really nice to people that I don't like, just so they'll go away. Because I mean, if we get dragged down to that level, like, if I start like insulting you using my wit, which is about a 9-ish. 0.4-ish, you're going down. You're going karate. You're going down. So I gotta be nice, so that I don't get mean.
How many of those hats you got left?
I have like 14 or 15.
How many have you sold through?
Like 10.
Okay, yeah, I'll legit buy one.
Okay, cool. Go on eBay and purchase one right now.
Give him the snarky disc.
What are you buying?
I'm buying me a Team Nike hat. I'm Team Corey right now.
Team Corey. Oh, so yeah.
Speaking of hats, I was going to tell you the hat story.
Oh yeah, guy's going to tell us a story about an order that he placed on eBay. I rarely order on eBay, so he's gonna give a story from the customer experience side. So everybody who's listening, don't do what Donnie does. Okay.
Well, when I do what this guy did, I don't think his seller account's going to be around for very long.
How much feedback does this guy have for starting off?
Well, that's one of it was 0.
Oh, okay.
So maybe he just started out, but
yeah.
This guy had like a lot of like 35 hats. Like some of them were pretty cool. Some of them were pretty chapped. I figured, I could peel off a couple, resell, break even, give some as gifts, and if I start losing my hair, build my hat collection. So seems fair. All right, so it was labeled as 35 new, some rare vintage hats, and they didn't really show all of them, but the ones they show are right, and they were pretty good price. I think these were like $1 a hat or something like that. So I got it.
That was after shipping. I think I saw the listing. It was $19.99 plus like $13 shipping or something.
Yeah, it was 31 hats. So it was about I guess roughly $1. So I get the hats in, and these things are awful. All right, first of all, they smelled like cheap perfume and bar smoke. And I opened the box up, and it just overwhelmed me for a second. I said, "Wow, I hope these hats are really good." So I started taking them out, and I'm looking at them, and dude, most of these things are just complete trash. They're just stains, ripped, ratty. Just like nobody's gonna put this on their head.
That's actually why you buy hats, to put them on your head, not to like use as rags, right?
It inflates their defining function.
Yes.
Because how terrible these things were. So, I'm like, so a little bit. And I've bought a lot of stuff on eBay. I shop on eBay because I hate going to stores. So that's the main reason why I do a lot of online shopping. But so I really haven't had that many bad experiences. And you can tell when you're looking through people's stores who's a reseller, who's good at it, who's kind of new. And I really don't care if I buy some. I've bought from people with low feedback, and that doesn't deter me from buying. But this person had 0. So anyway, I was like, I got to return these hats. I mean, they're terrible. They're not like advertised, but they're also terrible. If they were salvageable, then I would have probably just wrote it off and moved on. But so I said, I put one reason on there, not as described, and I said they smell pretty bad. They're too foul to use. I'd like to return them. I didn't list any of the other reasons why, but that's kind of the one. Like, okay, these
just on this basis alone.
Yeah, right. We're not going to split hairs because there's a lot of hairs to split. But so I waited. I get this cryptic message back from him, and it says, "Why don't you take baking soda and cover all the hats in baking soda and leave them in a plastic bag
and bake a cake, a molten hat cake."
So first of all, I don't think my wife even wants these hats in the house because they smell so bad. So now you want me to take a fine white powder and just poof all over these hats and then see how it turns out after a day. What am I doing with hats covered in baking soda that still smell like cheap perfume and bar smoke? So I said, look, I don't think that's going to work. I already got them packaged up and ready to send back to you. And then I get a one-line message. You will not return these hats or get a refund. And I said, oh, this is not going to end well for you.
No, it's not going to. Definitely not going to. It's definitely not going to end up well for him because eBay's going to refund you if he doesn't.
Yeah. So I feel like telling him the story about how I sold this great fan that I had in my outdoor patio that I really liked, but it was worth $150. So I sold it, and the person that was unwrapping it cut the cord as they were unwrapping it, and then they called me a fraud and demanded a refund. And I had to pay to have it shipped back.
Fraud.
Because eBay adjudicated towards the buyer.
And you got a defect, huh?
Yeah, and I got a defect to that too. It's so infuriating.
There's only 2 ways you can get defect.
I should have taken it back and repaired the cord and relisted it, but now we're going to keep it.
Yeah, one item is not worth risking anything over. I mean, we all know we pay for stuff. We all know that we're looking to make money on our money, but at the same time, it's like fighting those fights is just, I mean,
it's not worth it.
eBay doesn't care. They just want to solve the problem. They feel like there's a problem that could like damage their reputation with the buyer, and you're in between that. So
it's trust. You have to trust the platform. Otherwise, no one's
I do trust the platform. I mean,
well, from a buyer standpoint, if you don't trust it, you're not going to buy from it.
Yeah,
this was kind of the big problem with the internet when it first started. People.
I'll have done
credit cards and.
Knock on my computer. I haven't had a true fraudulent order. I did have one that seemed scammy. Hey, what's up, Krillin? I did have one that seemed scammy, but I'll have done 100,000 this year on eBay without really much fraud at all, and probably 75 on Amazon. And fuck, dude, it's like a piece of fraud Swiss cheese. I mean, it is so full of. Amazon is the most most corrupt platform I've ever experienced in my. No, I should say this. Amazon right now is the most fraud-ridden platform I've ever experienced. I've sold on many, in other countries even. If you don't know that, I sold on several platforms in Argentina. And I've never. I mean,
Mercado Libre.
This other one was like Orbex, and then the Craigslist in Argentina, and then there's like a classified kind of deal, and eBay.
So
there's eBay in Argentina.
So what could Amazon do right now to cut fraud in half?
What could they do right now to cut fraud in half?
I think they're going to make adjustments to their liberal return policy.
No, they need to verify the condition of items before they leave somehow. They can't. When Amazon accepts an item, they need to know what it is. They don't even know. A thing comes in and they're like, oh, this is the thing, we'll send it out. And then they haven't seen it, so they have no direct experience. The customer can just say whatever they want, and the volume is so much higher. And there's just so many more orders. Fraud can slip through so much easier. I don't know. I mean, if they're willing to pay for it, it's fine. But so I've been fighting with Amazon over this camera. It's like a 5 megapixel.
Oh, yeah, I saw that you posted that.
You see that Amazon came and like was.
Dude, what the hell?
Amazon posted on my Instagram link.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then didn't solve the problem.
Oh.
So I got to go back on there and show everybody what actually has occurred. They're like, this was marked as defective by the customer, so because it was marked defective by the customer, we can't refund you. And it's like, what do you mean? So any customer can just say anything is defective and just basically keep it whatever they want? Like, you can mark a shoe defective or a cup defective or like a, you can mark anything as defective. Like there's no certain categories that you can mark things defective in. So it's like, if I don't want to pay return shipping, or if I want to send back something that's fraudulent, I just do it and I call it defective, and it takes away the power of the seller. So this literally on Amazon right now, the seller has 0 power if the customer marks it as defective. How is the customer the decision maker of what's defective? By the way,
always right.
Yeah, the customer is right.
Well, I got a bird instead of an iPad. I mean, what do you? I mean, that's what it's getting to. I mean, it's surreal.
You got a parakeet with.
He was supposed to send me an iPad, and I got a live parakeet.
Oh my god!
It's defective. It won't chirp. It's alive. It's wriggling. It's alive. I don't know if there's anything Amazon can do today to stop it.
Yeah.
Because you have fraudulent sellers. For some reason, I don't know how. Hey, Mel.
Yeah, like
I don't know
how a fraudulent seller even survive a day on Amazon.
They survive for a long time.
Damn.
Well, so right now, do you have daily cash outs on Amazon?
3 more minutes.
No, I don't. I don't have daily cash out. Do you have to apply for that, and how do they qualify you, or they take a percentage? What do they do? You trade a leg for daily cash out? How do they do it?
You have to drink the blood of a virgin.
I know it. I opted out. I said no virgin cow blood, and
what's the vig on that?
There's no vig. Are you serious? So I've been selling on Amazon since 2007. They just used to do daily payouts, and I'm grandfathered in.
I mean, I see it on my account page as an option.
Yeah, no, that's a third party who buys your payouts and gives them back.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to do that.
That's not. No, I get daily payouts for no fee.
Because they trust you.
No, because I'm grandfathered into that system. I mean, they could tomorrow take it away. That's what Amazon likes to do.
Yeah. Is there a certain amount of time where
if I had 2 weeks, because you can only pay out every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, it's something like that. I mean,
I can disperse every 24 hours. So if I disperse, I usually disperse at around 8 in the morning.
I mean, obviously eBay is my main thing. That's my main baby. So the Amazon money that's just cherry.
Same with me. So Amazon money, it's weird. So Amazon money is money.
You're just like, oh, what's this? It's raining money on me. Oh, this is
I have a kid and a wife and now a business location, so there's no rain. It's a fucking desert over here, buddy. My child likes to eat.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they ate. I thought they just
Not mine.
The remnant.
My wife's over here shaking her head.
You can eat her weight in filet mignon and lobster. And she weighs like 40 pounds. So just
that gets expensive quick.
I wish I could get my kid to eat.
I can't get my kid to stop eating.
Everything is defiance. It's an act of defiance.
Well, your kid is extremely disobedient.
Yes, he is. I figured out that if we feed him in the dark, he won't question what we're giving him.
Instead of actually getting to the root of the problem, guy just covers it up.
Right. Because I don't feel like fighting these battles 3 times a day.
Child, eat your noodles in the cave.
It's like a blindfold taste test. Like, you don't know.
Yeah,
what
that's
you're
what we're
gonna
doing.
pay.
Yeah.
Fuck, he likes it. It's virgin cow blood.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna convert the little cubby hole underneath the staircase.
If I had payouts every 2 weeks on Amazon, I probably wouldn't do business on Amazon anymore. I would quit. I wouldn't do it. It's so dumb. What do you mean? Like, they got your money. Why should they be able to hold your money for 2 weeks?
Because what I read on it is that it's supposed to be made available in case a customer decides to return, so that they can.
Well, why is that important for you?
Rip it out from under you.
Why is that? I mean, so
I
customers
don't know
return
why
stuff
not
to me all the time. What'll happen is I'll have a negative balance, and the next thing will just make it positive again. You know, it's just one way of them. Well, they're using your money to finance their business operations. Honestly,
that is true. Yeah, yeah. Especially if they hold it for 2 weeks, that's a ton of money.
Exactly. They're holding it for 2 weeks. They're not giving the customer the money back. It goes into escrow or somewhere else until that item gets back. They might charge it against you. But think about this. So a customer, this is pretty crazy how Amazon could just generate money in a second. What they could basically do is have a bunch of customers who return stuff, and so items are ordered, your items are ordered, the customer doesn't actually want to return it or say they want to return it, but Amazon does this thing where they say that the customer said that they want to return it. So what happens is, there's like, they do this, you know, let's say there's 1 million orders and they do it to 10,000 of them, so you wouldn't even notice it. All of a sudden, they've taken your money and frozen it, right, for up to 45 days, and then when the 45 days passes, then they can just give you your money back.
Oh, dude, free money for them.
Yeah, like they can grab capital so quickly in so many unethical ways that no one would ever notice, and they're not an ethical. I mean, I don't think they're an ethical company.
This sounds like the malevolent version of the take a penny, leave a penny scheme from the movie.
Well, Amazon definitely has the take a penny scheme.
It's both take a penny, take a penny.
Yeah, I don't think Amazon's be leaving any pennies.
And that's
all right. On that note,
Bezos, right?
For the evening on the video.
Jeff Bezos? Oh my God, you got to watch this video where in like 1997 with Jeff Bezos is on like, it's amazing. It's amazing.
What is it?
So amazing. Like one of those. Jeff Bezos is like on 2020 or one of these shows, and like, you know, right at IPO like 1996 or 1997.
Real quickly,
like, he's driving. He's like he's a billionaire at this point. He's already a billionaire in like 1990.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's driving a beater Honda hatchback wagon, and you know, it's hilarious. And it's real. It's no bullshit. It's no bullshit. It is real as real comes.
That's his daily driver. That's not just for the television.
Yeah, maybe he just wrote it to the interview or something.
he's like, hey, I'll give you $1,000 for this car. All right, I'll just like I'm up the street.
I 100% believe that this article, because he was a very intelligent goofball, and if you look at early Elon Musk after he sells PayPal, he gets a McLaren. It's hilarious because think about a McLaren. When you're talking about Teslas, and he was like, that's what inspired him about Tesla. Like, he wanted this car, and it was like so fast, and he was like, this thing gets like 7 miles to the gallon. It's polluting the earth, and like he had like this epiphany of like making like electric cars and like, but like electric sports cars. Look at Elon Musk gets a McLaren or whatever. It is the funniest video because he's so smart, and you're like, dude, you don't even want this. It doesn't. He's like, I want this because it's the only one, and the only other guy who got it was Ralph Lauren or some shit. Like,
oh, did you see the Elon Musk is Satoshi rumor today?
I mean, of the likely candidates, he is definitely one of them because he has like very serious tech knowledge. He's very experiential when it comes to like payment processing and like what are the barriers to like free payment processing.
Yeah.
So
tell me about it. I'm not privy to.
Krillin saw the video. The reporter is like, this headquarters is between a porno shop and a heroin needle exchange. Thrift Shop Hustler, what's up, buddy? Not Satoshi, he says. I wonder.
Yeah, he came out. He had to
I
make
wonder
a
if
statement.
he wants to talk about that.
All right. I'm checking out for the evening.
All right, buddy.
Guy.
We have an open.
All right.
Night, guys.
Later.
Thanks for coming on.
The one and only guy.
We have the one and only Guy LaFour.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Guy LaFour. Sexy man. I think he's still there, though.
He's lingering. He
Yeah.
wants to hear. He's just like basking in the praise.
Eject him because
You're like, F that. Kicking him out.
I just ejected him. Listen to it on YouTube.
Diabolical. Wait, I'm gonna buy one of these hats.
Will you do it so my phone will go ba-ding?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna make your thing go ba-ding. Oh,
Krillin is the question is, can you find it?
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna show people how to find it.
Oh, do you want to place an order on my shop live on the internet? You can screen.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's weird because your personal information will be on there. That's not
Yeah, that's sensitive.
Well, you don't have to just.
I'll show people how to find it, and then they can extrapolate the rest.
They can extrapolate the rest.
Yeah, they can strap it on or not. I don't know.
Strap on. Thrift Shop Hustler is going to come and tell us who Satoshi Nakamoto is.
Please. All right, am I screen sharing?
You are screen sharing.
All right. Mighty Mushroom.
Oh, Mighty Mushroom Burger. Mighty Mushroom Portland. Hey, you've been looking me up.
eBay. Let's see. How easy is this? Hey, YouTube and eBay store. Look at that.
That's not my. Oh, that is me.
Yeah, it is. Look at all this good stuff. See how easy it was?
Twice every day.
Yo, you got good stuff.
I know.
Jelly. Okay.
Thrift Shop Hustler says your muffin top is looking squeezy-licious.
Ooh, you can get a hand on it. All right.
Ooh.
All right, people. Which hat should I get?
The Rush Limbaugh hat. Rush Limbaugh conservative radio.
Oh my God. Where do you get the balls? Sell this hat.
It comes with Vicodin for free.
Did you write a poem in this? No, you didn't.
No, but if you look through my store, you will find lots of haiku. They're just deeply hidden. Dude, that one is sick. The Apollo 11 hat.
Wait. Oh, this one.
Yeah. There's a lot of fakes of those, so.
Where is it?
Ooh, wait. Go up slightly. Up. Oh.
Okay.
There. Click on that one.
This guy?
Yeah, click on that one. No, not that one. The one above it. The one that says.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's really clean, but.
Up. And then the one that,
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, I need to change that. Dude, that description is horrible.
Wasn't I with you when you found that? Or maybe you were just wearing it.
That did come from a clean sweep sale, but dude, it's so awesome. It says Shorty. First mate Shorty.
Oh, no. I just remember you listed this live. There's two people watching it.
Yeah. I mean, I sell those for around $70. Just that's an ultra bolo. I've already sold 4 like that this year, or 5 for like $70 a piece.
That is, I mean, you're getting top dollar. I think that's.
Yeah. Well, I like to get top dollar.
Hell yeah. I mean, you do free shipping. So that's.
Yeah. I like to
People gotta recognize the skill.
The skill.
Is it going to be the last hat on the list? Like, what's going on here? Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Can I have that hat?
Yeah.
I want that hat in the photo.
Okay.
All right, people. You saw it. You know how to buy it. You know. Oh! Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Epic
picture, dude. That's is ironic and hilarious because that's the only listing that has my face in it, and that's the one that you picked to go to. Isn't that crazy? Like, this is not pre-planned, everybody who's watching this, by the way.
Look at that demonic stare.
I'm
Let's stare down.
Dude, in that picture, I look sexy.
It does have some sex appeal. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit aroused. Keeps going back to the photo. It's creepy.
He walks around. Well, Jake walks around aroused.
All right, I'm done sharing now.
You're gonna buy it?
Yeah, I'm buying it right now.
I am so surprised what you got. If I knew that Porsche horn was worth $150, I definitely wouldn't have given it back to you.
Wait, the what? The
You showed a picture of the Porsche horn that I was holding in my hand.
That horn button.
Yeah, $150. Damn. I didn't buy that for $25. But you just grabbed the whole box of stuff, you scoundrel.
Yeah.
That technique was awesome. After I figured out, because it took me a second to realize that he wasn't going to go through everything. So I'm like, God, we should have just packed that thing twice over. He would have done the same price on double the amount of stuff.
That's the thing, dude, is like, once you pack something to a certain extent, they're already going to price it a certain way.
Yeah.
You might as well keep it.
Yeah, it was a heap. It was a heap. I did. What did I? Wait, I think I just saw stuff. I did sell something out of there. I can't remember what. Anyway, I'll let it not be stuck on you for a second.
So what I sold out of there, I sold that it was like a circular Morgan automotive badge. You get that?
Yeah.
Payment received. I pay up, people.
I pay up, people.
Come packed delicately. I want tissue paper, a love you note. I want the works.
Now I have your address.
This is all bad.
Oh no, I'm going to send you 2 packages. One's going to have a hat in it, and the other one's going to have a cat in it.
I'm gonna return the cat. I'm gonna be like, this thing's defective. It was a dead cat.
This fetal cat, this preserved fetal cat is defective. It's deformed. One ear is deformed.
Kayla would adopt it. So worst case scenario.
Krillin says he puts dummy decoys in his pile all the time to throw them off. I don't know what he's talking about. Dummy?
Oh, so people want it.
I don't know what that means. Anyway, so we're the what was I saying?
Oh yeah, the Jaguar place. Okay, so I didn't get paid for that horn button yet, but I sold it for like $121.
Cool.
And it's actually a Nardi, which is like an aftermarket Porsche brand. They make steering wheels. Mm-hmm. This is a horn button that goes to that. That's that brand. It's not. So here's the thing about the horn button. It's not branded. Doesn't have a part number. Mm-hmm. So it was a little bit challenge. You know, the old Porsche stuff is taking a fair bit more research. Yeah. Especially with like the grill and trim pieces and this stuff. But I did sell this. I don't want to drop it.
Portland Picker. Haha.
Sell this Jag Radio for $160.
Jag Radio for $160. Oh, I saw that you sold the Jag Radio for $160. Like your just those 2 items paid for everything. Yeah,
and I sold a pair of Jag sports pedals that I got the day prior.
Yeah, but you can't count that. Those were really sweet, though. Those were really sweet. I saw those.
Dude, those were in a bag that so I had a bunch of stuff in a bag, and on the first day when he was pricing me out, he was like, "Oh, and you can just have what's in the bag for free." He didn't even look through it.
That's how you knew you could come back and just get a ridiculous.
Yeah. I was like, I like this guy. I was tempted. I was tempted to call him.
I wonder why you like that guy.
I was tempted to call him just to be like, hey, I really like you. can I come like dust the floors and like pick up whatever's left? There's probably stuff still there.
Do you want me to mail this hat to you?
I mean, you can
pick it up.
You can,
I'll mail it to you.
You can mail it to me, or
Mail it to you so you get something pretty in the mail.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll do an opening, an unpackaging video.
Okay. God, then I can't put the fetal cat in there.
Dude, I just open it and then just urine pours out. I'm like, this is how he does business. This is Mighty Mushroom.
Kayla is talking about estate sales, and she, like, somebody went through and priced individual buttons. Oh my god, that sounds like decoratrix.
That sounds like a couple places.
Dude, estate sales, which is like the worst. That dude is the worst, and the quality of estate sales are so bad. If he's listening to this right now, dude, step up your game because your estate sale company sucks.
Wait, are you talking about
His name is Robert.
Oh, okay.
This has the junkiest stuff. There's always stuff missing from the pictures.
So there's A estate sales and there's A and S estate sales.
A and S is awesome. Dude, A&S is my jam. Dude, A&S did the Grimm sale.
Yes, they did, yeah.
Yuck! I mean, dude, seriously, if I knew what I knew even today, that if I went into the Grimm sale knowing what I know today, and that was only several months ago, seriously, I would have put an extra $25,000 in my pocket probably. That was the juiciest sale ever, and it was just layer upon layer upon layer. The first day, I dug through so many boxes, and you know how lazy I am. Like, I dug through so many boxes, I actually started to sweat.
It gets intense. There's people harping around you, like.
Oh no, it was so packed. To get
over your back.
I was like 120th or something, and I got a bunch of stuff. But I went the first. What?
Do you still have stuff from the Grimm estate sale?
Few things. I sold the props and stuff like immediately because there was a huge rush, and I wanted to get into that because it like went crazy on eBay. So I had some of the. I do here. I'll show you one of the part. I'll show you one of the props.
Yeah.
After I trip over a box.
So I've been on Grimm in a handful of seasons as background and as like stand-in, and even riding a bike through set.
Sportsman as Ginger A.
I really wanted to go to the sale, but I was out of town. I was not in town.
Oh my god! So you just played yourself.
So bad.
It was announced for like weeks. Do you see the sticker from the show? It says exotic. It's hard in this light, but it says exotic spice and tea shop. Which was the setting of the show. Can you see it?
It's really hard. I mean, I can't.
The light is. I'm sorry, the light's really bad in here, but maybe you can see it better. You see it? So I got these jars. These jars, around $60 a piece were selling initially, and I got these for 10 cents.
Oh shit.
And so I sold a bunch of them. I kept one for myself. Some of the prop jars, like I had some prop jars that had like the jaw of a newt in it or some shit, just like dumb garbage. And some of them sold for like, I put them at auction because they were like a couple bucks a piece, so I just put them up for auction, and they just went for insane money. Some of them. I mean, the reason like one of the reasons I had such a great summer was because of that sale. Also, there was a room full of new boxed electronics, like telephones, office stuff, printers, all kinds of stuff that I guess they just never used on the show, but were backups or whatever, or maybe props. And they might have had a printer on a desk and they just put it back in the box and they never used it because it was a prop.
Right.
and they actually use new stuff for props. So I probably got like I was mostly doing Amazon that was before the eBay open. So I was mostly doing Amazon. So I picked it mostly for. I did pick some cool stuff for eBay, but I picked it mostly for Amazon, and it was crazy. I mean, I sent in like 15,000 in resale from that sale.
Dude. And you're picking for Amazon versus eBay, it definitely informs your eye differently. And
Yeah.
so if you had been picking for both, dear.
Dude, the second day when I went back, like I just started opening boxes again. You know, it was just like, I mean, some stuff just went like 1,000 people went through, and there were boxes that were still unopened.
Oh, yeah. Where were we? Were we in California or?
That was like sale of the century kind of sale.
In like July or something.
Yeah, it must have been in Joshua Tree.
I feel like I was in Joshua Tree, which was amazing. So
Yeah, I mean, how many estate sales have we missed in our life? Like millions.
yeah, a lot.
Like
I feel like
every week we missed 1,000 sales because they're in other cities.
that is true. I feel like parents that don't introduce their children to estate sales, it's it should be illegal.
Oh, you mean are you talking about bringing back crucifixion as a form of capital punishment to those?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because had I known,
God,
estate sales when I was a kid.
Okay, imagine if you started doing this 10 years ago.
Well, I'd already be chilling on a milli.
Yeah, you'd be a millionaire easily.
I mean, I'm checking my calendar, and
my calendar keeps getting wealthier.
my calendar any day now.
My calendar keeps getting wealthier.
Because I mean, for me, it's literally a shotgun spray, right? If I just throw enough things at the wall, something's gonna stick, and when it sells, then I'm just back here chilling.
I know, but you'll never, like, if you don't, you have to grow. So you would, I hope you would agree with me when I say that, like, it's much easier to grow your inventory than to find rarer or more expensive inventory. It's much easier to like grow your whole inventory as an entity.
Totally.
And as you're doing that, you're gonna find a bunch of like little bunts. You're gonna find some bunts. You're gonna find some second base hits, and you're gonna find some like ridiculous home runs.
Dude,
Let's talk about ridiculous home runs for a second.
Can you show me? Show me.
I was showing Jake this earlier on a little. We used to do a pre-show, but then I decided that was like too professional, I guess. Hold on, let me get this light over here.
It's like the pre-show. It's good. We get preheated, but
exactly.
then you guys don't
get worked up. So this is a pretty cool piece. I lost this for about 7 years. These are old diamonds, old mine cut diamonds. Really, really old. You can see them sparkling in the light there. An emerald, 2 rubies.
I got this.
What's kind of crazy about this is I bought it from this old lady in Argentina. It was an estate sale, and I was buying some stuff, and I started talking to her, and she thought I was really nice. Here, let me put it in the light.
Oh, cool.
This turned into a ring.
Yeah, so hold on. I wish the light was a little bit better in here. My camera's a little better, so you can kind of see the.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'll take some pictures of it.
Sparkling now.
Yeah, I'll put some pictures on Instagram, which will be better with my phone. But I wish I could broadcast live on my phone and then have you there too. But I can broadcast live from my phone, but I can't do the Hangout. So I got to do it from my computer, which has a shittier camera. But so I went to an estate sale in Argentina, and it was this insanely beautiful home in one of the most expensive areas of Buenos Aires, the city of Buenos Aires. I waited 6 hours to get into the sale. I got into the house first. There wasn't a lot of stuff. I got a couple of like interesting paintings and a few odds and ends to sell like locally. You know, I don't remember exactly what. Nothing major. And the old lady, she was in the house, and I was like, "Wow, this house is beautiful." And she was standing there, and I thought she was a customer, and I was like, "Oh, this house is beautiful." And she was like, telling me. She started telling me, like, Argentine people speak really fast, so she started telling me the history of the house and a little bit of the history of her family. And she was like, "Yeah, you know, I have a ton of this stuff, and I do need to get rid of it. We didn't want to sell it to random people, but there's a piece that I think you'll like, and I'll tell you the story about it, and you can buy it from the estate sale company if you want. It's $80." She said it's $80. I mean, so, and she's like, "So my great, 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 I don't know, great, great, great something. It went back a ways, was a duchess, and I think she said the Netherlands. I think she said Holland. And like she had a crown, like some kind of crown for something, and the heirs at some point, like, because not everybody could have it, they cut it up so that everybody could have an heirloom. Maybe it was like when she passed away or something. Apparently she lived like a long time, but this was the part that she got, and this lady was pretty old. I mean, she was in her probably late 80s or early 90s. And the story behind this is it's part of somebody's crown. But what's really crazy about it is the gold is struck, like, it's bronze. It's not really gold. It's bronze, which makes sense. And then on the bronze is an overlay of sterling, and within that sterling are inlaid diamonds and these precious stones. Then on the back, there's like a vermeil. So basically, this is where the silver is attached. There's a little string of gold here, I guess, so the silver doesn't tarnish or corrode against the bronze. Maybe, I'm not really sure. But there's a little piece of gold here, and then this is attached to the gold, which is like physically like crimped around this. Can't really see it, but it's actually crimped around the piece. It's not like it's like hammered around it. It's really weird and different from the rest of the piece. But then, so it's got this silver ring like attached to it. So it is Georgian, I guess, or pre-Georgian, the style.
That's absolutely a piece for the Antique Roadshow. Like,
it's pretty cool.
If there's anything that needs to be on Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, stories make everything, and you know, obviously I love telling stories, but when somebody tells you a story and you're like, whoa, I don't even care if that's true. Like, I'm just gonna buy it.
Right? If half of that is true.
If any part of that is true, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that is phenomenal.
Pretty amazing. I don't know how I got off on that tangent. I apologize.
Just usually you and tangents kind of go hand in hand. And then you go off and on that tangent.
Oh yeah, you're right. So what I do is I can't really have a show very well because.
Did something happen with cups? Erica's telling me about some cups or mugs. You got into a little scuffle.
You got into a scuffle?
You and some mugs.
What happened?
You, 2 mugs. Something about some mugs. You and some mugs. Got a mug? Something about a mug. You give me a mug. Give me a mug.
This is my mug.
Do I have to tell the story? Apparently you dropped 2 mugs that you were going to ship out or something?
No, I got an order for these amazing Williams-Sonoma brasserie mugs, and I pulled them off the bottom shelf and then proceeded to trip and fall, and I dropped them on the ground, and only 2 of the mugs actually survived.
My God!
Dr. Lori on YouTube. Krillin always asks me these questions in the chat, but he doesn't have a webcam. He's like 40 and he doesn't have a webcam.
Does he have a? You can join without a webcam, can't you? You can type yourself into the webcast.
That's what he's doing.
I kind of make fun of Krillin now because like he's always.
Does he have a mic? if you have a mic, you can still join in. Technically,
He's always providing like really like if you look at what he asks and like the things that he says, they're actually really interesting. He's a really knowledgeable kid, and it's funny just because he's like the ghost of YouTube chats. I still think he's a bot. I think he's like a bot that helps your channel grow or something. Krillbot, I am Krillbot.
Is Krillin, is that Siri's nephew?
Yes.
Siri's AI nephew.
Krillin is Siri's love child.
No, it's all making sense.
Siri got together with Cortana, and they had a Krillin.
Match made an OS.
He said his nickname is from Dragon Ball Z. I think the kid, there's like a kid called Krillin.
Krillin, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see a pattern here. You're a Dragon Ball Z. DBZ fan. All right. We see you.
Yeah. So, how have your on Black Friday? Did you murder it or what?
I mean, for me, it's been good. It hasn't been like irregularly high. This is what I tend to experience is my sales seem to be pretty stable. I mean, they've definitely been up. Like average sales are typically like 7,000 to 8,000 a month, and it's been more 9,000 to 10,000. It's been 10,000.
I think a 30% sales increase is what you should experience. Like people think like their sales are going to shoot out of the roof, and it's like 30%. But if you've prepared your inventory properly, that 30% can be a lot. You know, an extra $4,000 or $5,000 in profit in 2 months is not going to change your life, but it's going to make things a little bit better, definitely.
Oh yeah, I mean it pays for
a lot of business. I mean, I'm not smart enough to be like a get rich quick millionaire in this business. Like I'm the normal guy, you know. I think I'm smart, but probably no one else does.
We'd be in a lot of trouble if people thought you were.
Exactly. I'd have a Patreon group. Dude, I have a great idea. I'm gonna start a Patreon group where every day I put a picture of a different color and
of
like
my hair.
Nobody wants to see your hair. A different odd color. Like, do you know there's a color called nut meat?
No.
It's kind of the color of your forehead. Your forehead is known. Oh, let's look it up. We're gonna screen share so that everybody can see that nut meat.
Don't screen share nut meat. It's gonna turn bad fast.
Oh God, what am I doing?
You're gonna scare.
Think that nuts. It's
8282W nut meat. Let's get this up. Oh,
okay.
Let's do this.
What? So what inspired?
I'll show you how the color nut meat is almost the exact color of your forehead. Look!
It's the shell.
No, it's the meat.
It's the
nut shell. Nut
Wait.
meat. Look, that color. This color.
Wow.
This Pantone color is nut meat.
Okay, that is eerily close to my forehead.
Nut meat muffin.
Can people comment thumbs, heart? Is it?
When
share?
People ask me what my favorite color
is my forehead nut meat? Don't answer that. Say yes, but don't answer that.
When people ask me what my favorite color is, I always say nut meat.
Oh my God. More provocative than it actually is.
I'm thumbs down in your nut meat forehead. I have a hater on YouTube. Every one of my videos has one thumbs down. And I think it's the same.
Hater or just someone actually watching the whole video. They're like, God damn it, I'm not going to get those 3 hours back. Thumbs down.
Haters.
But
yeah, you're never getting.
Trying it.
I'm not gonna get this time back either. But you know, I'm still here, I guess.
Yeah.
It's true. Don't make fun of me. I'm here to make fun of you.
Ah, that is correct.
When I get nervous, I
You itch?
play with my beard a little bit.
Itchy?
I have facial tics. I have all kinds of weird tics.
Did you research those like bars that were in the boxes, the like trim pieces?
I haven't got around to that yet. So about half of it's listed now. The motorcycle parts, the floor mats, and I got an offer instantly on the floor mats, but I didn't take it. It was like 100 below. It was still a good price. Like I have them for $270. Somebody offered me $170. Normally I'd take it, but they sell for like $270. So I just my sales have been good. Like I don't accept what I consider lowball offers unless I really need to make that money for that day. Like I know you can't get those anymore. They don't make them anymore. So
Right.
it's not like you can just run into like O'Reilly Auto Parts and pick up a pair of like Cocoa mats for like a 1976 Porsche.
And they're clean. They're like really
They're new.
They're new. They're not
new. Yeah, they're sewn together with like a cord and then locked with like a piece of wax. There's like a wax seal on it. So it's like, yeah, they've never been. You have to cut that off to break them apart. I did get some other mats that weren't. I'm talking specifically about the Cocoa mats. I got a couple of 3 Jaguar stock mats, new, and then 2 Cocoa mats for Jaguar, 1 Cocoa mats for Porsche, and then 1 Lloyd's mats, which is like a really high-end woven mat for Porsche as well. And then I got the Jaguar belts, and those are about $25 a piece. I even forgot about those. Honestly, like I picked up a huge box of belts that was in there. It was like
belts?
No, drive belts, timing belts.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
A bunch of new old stock timing belts.
Yeah, dude.
But
did you call him back? Because
I tried to. His phone doesn't work. You want me to call it right now and show you what happens when I try to call his number?
you flex on these bros. That's what you do. Hey, yo. How much was the eBay Open to attend?
$1 million.
Yeah, see, that's why I didn't go.
They give you change though.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it was so cheap. It was like $250.
Huh.
It was like free. It was $250. It was 5 days. I only went for 4 of them. And then you got all the days that I was there. You got breakfast every single day, lunch every single day, and 2 snacks. Like it was like a break. It was like a work thing. Like you got breakfast, then like 2 hours later you got a snack, and then 2 hours later. Oh no, you got breakfast, and there were definitely 2 snacks. So there was like breakfast, a snack with like a reception, then lunch, then a bunch of stuff, and then another snack, and then a bunch more work stuff, and then usually it was over at like 5 or 6, and then they had a happy hour with free beers. They had like an ice cream truck that was rigged up to shuck out beers.
Dude, what?
Yeah, and they had boozy Otter Pops.
What?
Yeah. Boozy Otter Pops in Vegas. I stayed at the
Why weren't you advertising the eBay Open? Because
dude,
I thought it wasn't even a thing.
Oh my god, are you serious? Like you should not miss if you are selling on eBay, you should absolutely not miss the eBay Open. The ability to make connections with distributors, programming companies, not Crazy Lister.
Not Crazy Listers though.
No, I definitely made some awesome contacts.
So when you go to the eBay Open, do you get like a little name tag and like how much you do in sales, and maybe
badge? And it was like
you have like a badge, like power seller.
That's what I put as my name when I signed up. What?
What was your name?
Well, you walk in,
Biggie,
and you have to go to registration, and then they give you
oh no,
Wookie, like A creature. A Wookiee.
You're a creature.
Black. It's weird. When I switch to your screen, it's black. Oh, that's weird. Huh. That was my eBay name. It was like my Playa name, but I was at eBay Open. It was my eBay Open name. So you walk in, they give you your badge, and then sales. How long not what your sales are. How long you've been with eBay? 15 years plus or whatever. And which was pretty cool because people were instantly like, "He's selling on eBay for 15 years." Go.
Oh.
I think my history and account series is like 17 years or something crazy. So I think it was 15 plus years on mine, and it shows your business name, and then there's like a QR code so you can like trade contracts, and then there's an app that tracks, like you can set up your little appointments and it'll give you alerts through the app telling you where things are, and then they'll be like, oh, like important event. Every morning there was like a speech, like a Kool-Aid style speech. I love Kool-Aid speeches because you're like, yeah.
Was it like a Spartan?
We love it.
We are eBay.
It was like something about something new and cool eBay's doing. They would Devin Winnig came up one day, and then Hal Lawton came up one day, and some other people, I don't know who they are, came up the other days. I mean, in the end, I don't care who any of those people are, really. I just want them to make good decisions to grow the platform, because it's a really important platform to my lifestyle and my growing business. I've decided to put my faith back into eBay, and doing that has really changed my life this year, really. Really has. No, it's really true. It's really true.
Tell us, what has rejuvenated your faith?
I mean, it's just like when you're selling on Amazon, you're just like, it's such a grind. There's so many returns. It's like feeding a robot macaroni. It's so boring. The robot just spits out most of the macaroni anyway because it doesn't like macaroni. Nobody understands my genius.
Firing on all cylinders tonight.
Nobody understands my genius analogies. Like, I wonder how many people have just come in, heard me talk for 5 seconds, and left.
They're like, "Oh God, get me out of this!
Get me out of here!
Not working."
No, I love selling on eBay. I really do. It's for me, it's like it's the highest level of customer contact on the internet. It's like you really get to manage what you do, how you do it. And if you can have I think the problem with most sellers and why they get discouraged is because they don't have a relationship with eBay, and so they can't get problem solved.
Mm-hmm.
So when you can't solve problems, things get really, really difficult. So, if you want to do well with eBay, I really think you need the concierge service. And in order to get concierge service, you need to have an anchor account, and an anchor account costs $250 a month. Okay. But what?
I was wondering what you needed to do to get the concierge.
So you get concierge. It's part of
anchor account.
Part of the anchor account. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. See, my philosophy is I'm going to get to 3,500 listings active, and then I'm going to get the anchor account. Or at like over 3,000, it will be justified almost. It'll be like, because you get the free 10,000 listings, but obviously you won't be utilizing all those. But it works up to 3 cents a listing if you're.
What you want to do is you want to keep your listings that have sold in the past so that you get exposure. Like they show up on eBay, but they show up as out of stock, but it drives people to your store. So the goal is to have like multiple anchor accounts that, maybe 20% of that account is like sold things that are just, they're not in stock, but they're still unique and interesting. They'll drive people to yours. There's weird anchor store strategies. Once you have an upper level store, it doesn't automatically remove your listings. Mine stay active. So let's say I sell King's Corner, this used King's Corner game. I'm gonna have a listing for this King's Corner game basically until I turn it off.
So at any time you can just add a quantity?
Exactly.
See, that's how Amazon operates, but that's for everyone regardless of your selling.
Yeah, so like Anchor accounts operate slightly differently. It's weird.
Got you. That would actually be beneficial for me in a lot of ways because sell a lot of power tools and power adapters and stuff like that. I'm always coming across it again.
You're the type of guy who needs to get an Anchor account so it drives your production. So like you put this roadblock in front of you so that you can climb over it and get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, fuck, I'm paying $250 a month. I need to make it worth it.
Yeah, and it probably would immediately already. Just with the concierge and
the concierge is worth it, dude. Think about how much time you spent on the phone, and if you have to call eBay 2 or 3 times a month, and they can solve your problem in 2 or 3 minutes. So for me, they call me back. They call me back within a minute usually, and it's somebody in the United States who works in an actual eBay office.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't think Anchor accounts have. Mal asked if we think Anchor accounts have to do with higher search results. I don't really think so. I do know that they favor Anchor accounts for a lot of reasons, and obviously it contributes to the bottom line of the company, and that you're selling more and you're providing a subscription price that's, you're basically, that's $3,000 a year.
Right.
It's a $3,000, and it's only a month-to-month commitment. I mean, you don't have to pay it all up front. If you just decide you don't want to do it anymore, you don't have to. You can do it like, what's up?
I was just gonna say I'm getting close. I'm up to like 2,500 active right now.
Oh, I think you've surpassed me. Let me see where I am here.
Well, I got Erica helping me. I got my buddy Jake helping me.
This is what I wanted. So what we talked about before. So Jake,
selling my body?
Yes.
Oh, before that or
creating water balloons for your body. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill up a trash bag full of water balloons. That's your identical weight.
Got it right there.
We're gonna put a name tag on it, and it's gonna become your doppelganger, your Jekyllganger.
Before I rudely interrupted, what were you saying? What were you saying?
You did rudely interrupt. So so the inventory processing room that I'm like continuing to build, like I still want to figure out how to have somebody in there, 8 hours a day processing inventory and figuring out how to do that. And right now it's more like 2 or 3 hours a day or every other day, mostly because I'm moving into the office. Now I don't know how fast it's going to be for me to ramp up to literally 8 hours a day of listing. But hey, Michael, if you're in the chat, we like you.
Know that we like you.
We like you. We're not here. We're not
like hi. We like you.
Like what?
A lot.
Okay. So yeah, we got to trying to figure out how to get more time in there and figure out how to process inventory.
Let's do a little dim sum meetup maybe this weekend.
Yeah.
And
I mean, how much inventory do you need? How many items do you need processed like within the next week? If you could get a certain number of items processed, like if you could get all of your inventory that's in the house processed by Friday, give me a rough estimate of what that number of items would be.
Okay. So upstairs, there's probably like 100, maybe
that's
50, and then down here I probably have another 25 or 30, and then in my shed, I have a bunch because I did a truck repair business buyout, and I did a boat repair business buyout. I still have probably 100 plus, maybe roughly 100 truck parts, and probably
easily. They need to be clean and easily listable.
that's the problem. Is I go for junky stuff. It's dirt. Like half the stuff I have is dirty. I gotta clean it and wipe it, and
You're all
it's
white
not.
and stuff, so then it turns you slightly greasy.
It does. That's why. That's why the nut meat. That's where I get it from.
It's slightly brown, so I just look dirty all the time.
No. No.
Greasy.
But yeah, I probably have if ballpark 250, 300 items
250
now
items.
that are just they're waiting for me to stop buying.
Would you pay $400 for 150 items to be listed by Friday, so that you didn't have to deal with it anymore? Like it was ready for sale. Do you have enough meat in the pudding?
So that would involve cleaning, creating the listing, photoing, and then just returning back to me, and then I would just store it however.
No, well, we'll dim something. What would be cool is if you brought stuff into the shop. You actually came in, brought stuff in.
I would do that.
Had somebody listing it, and occupied the time of the lister. For right now, for a little while, I may need some time occupied for. But I don't see why I can't help somebody else get some stuff done. It has to be clean and easily identifiable, though. Obviously, these people are not
Right.
good at what they do, but they're not like experts.
Right.
And pricing is up to you, obviously, because you want to price anyway.
Got you. Okay.
They'll get you, dude. I don't know if you know about eBay visual search, but it's pretty rad.
I've only used it a couple times, and
why?
It's worked like half the time.
Oh, it works a lot now. It's getting smarter by the day.
Oh, damn. Well, I mean, I imagine because
Watch this. Let's see. eBay.
so you got a blue speaker. Is that a Bluetooth speaker?
It's a blue snowball speaker. It's not Bluetooth. It's USB. It's like a professional. It's gotten scary good. Like items too. So
that is kind of the issue with a lot of the stuff I pick. Is that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, a lot of this, like right now I have a bag. I've just been hoarding belt buckles, right? Because anytime I can pick them up for $1 to $3, I'll pick up a cool belt buckle. Because I can sell them for 20, 25 bucks. Worst case scenario, 15 to 20 bucks, you know? So if it's
worst case
$3, I'm grabbing it.
Yeah.
And some of them are, they take a little bit longer to sell. But right now I have like a bag of 50 belt buckles.
Good Lord.
Just been hoarding them.
Yeah, you have more than 100 stuff out there.
You're like the belt buckle dragon.
I'm waiting.
What are you waiting for?
To give them to Erica or, little Jake.
Not listed. They need to be, your average item, like your average sale price, when you add the lister in and you paid money for it, really, like you want to be having a lister list things that are going to sell for more than $15.
Right, and most of the belt buckles are there. That's the thing is
$25. But you could drop, let's say you have 20, that's $400 worth of inventory that you could pay. It's just
$40.
Yeah, you would pay $40 to get $400 worth of inventory listed and ready to go.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll talk about it later. But I'm having her more in the office, and I'm trying to figure out a way to get her to not.
You want to incentivize it so it's worth her time to come down and.
She works at another office, and I don't want her to do that anymore. I want her to work for me. Honestly.
Yeah, because once you open the doors, you also want her to kind of facilitate.
No, I really don't.
Oh, okay.
I want her to be in the back.
Exclusively.
Yeah, kind of.
In a way, you want to be up front.
No, I don't even want to work here. I want to sell it to somebody else.
Good
I'm
God.
in a business that I can sell to somebody else.
This is just an in-between stage. I get that.
No, I'm kidding. No, I do. Yeah, I want to be making the buying decisions initially.
Yeah.
More than anything else, yes.
I think we have Elliot in here. He's half in, half not.
Hello?
Oh, he's alive.
Elliot!
Oh my God! My people. I'm trying to get my camera working. I don't know if you want to see my face, but let me see
I
if I
thought
can.
we could take a peek at your anus.
Um, you know what? It's Tuesday night. You know, I already have it out, so I'll just put it on camera. It's my Tuesday night Uranus party.
It's Taco Tuesday.
It's Taco Tuesday. All the more reason not to look anywhere in that direction.
You're
I
just
don't want the refried beans.
you're just vomiting black on my YouTube broadcast right now. Can you turn your camera on so we can see your beautiful anus?
Please do, Elliot.
All right, stand by. I'm gonna try to restart and try this again. Stand by.
Stand by. Stand by.
Yeah, everyone will. I'm
Invite
sure
Elliot into the hangout.
that was frightening.
But did
Nothing.
I use the word anus?
Okay, so
I think everybody laughed, actually. I think everybody
I forgot. I still have like 80 of those engravings that need to be listed too.
Exactly. You get a good 12 pictures taken of each one, and you're gonna figure out what it is anyway. So
Those guys need some serious research though. She's been kind of setting those to the wayside because she's been working on new stuff. But
so what happens is you pay to have them listed, and then you have 90 days to get those drafts listed, or they disappear. So get your ass in gear to get those things listed. Sometimes you gotta put a little fire under your testicles, you know?
yeah, no, I agree.
You're sitting pretty over there. You're like, oh, I'm pretty. I'm in my basement. I love myself. Look, I got some cherry chicken balls.
You know, I'm just over here, just
I got
with my
tea.
wheelbarrow of money,
I got tea.
comfortable.
Tea.
What is
so, with me?
Mm-hmm.
I ate some psychedelic mushrooms earlier.
I knew it. You're a spry goose. Extra spry, extra goose.
No, I'm not on any psychedelics at the moment, but you never know. I keep flipping my hat forwards and backwards. Oh yeah. So
for stomach aches.
What's up?
Erica poisoned me. I mean, maybe you saw it on the Instagram, Portland Pickers, hashtag @follow tweet. She poisoned me.
Okay. Can you explain this whole process of how she poisoned you and why? No, we don't. We already know why.
We know why she poisoned me. We're
Yeah.
just not sure exactly how and when.
You probably insulted her.
I can well, we don't know exactly if it was me or not.
So, okay, here's Erica telling the story of how she...
So I made pies for Thanksgiving, and I made Jake his own special pies.
the devil's pie.
And
Because the death pie.
I personally have cut out eggs from my diet for like 6 months now. So I haven't been paying attention to what eggs are in the refrigerator. So I just pulled out an egg to make an egg wash on these pies, not realizing that the expiration date for the eggs was May. But I also ate the pie and I didn't get sick. So I don't believe necessarily that was it. But
she had like a little bite though. And I had like a monstrosity portion of pie because it was really good. And it was like so good. And then...
Yeah, she definitely poisoned you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Generally, so there's two types of rotten eggs, right? Like salmonella will start, like the toxin from the salmonella, as well as the salmonella organism. Like eggs are like they come out of the cloaca of a chicken, which is almost always has salmonella. Salmonella is part of the chicken's probably part of some kind of defense system, like evolutionary defense system, honestly. But yes, if you left it that long, it would probably have multiplied. But I mean, in a refrigerator.
And I baked it too, so.
It doesn't matter whether you baked it or not. Like it actually produces a toxin.
But okay.
So there's nothing.
It's okay.
So you can't bake out salmonella. Is that the moral of the story?
Salmonella. Yeah, that's a different. The bacteria that makes an egg rotten is like more like soil bacterium.
So basically,
I've been throwing up. Have severe stomach pains for the last couple.
Very likely that you poisoned him.
Yeah, so she poisoned me.
I love him so much.
Obviously, feeling a lot better today.
You don't look like it.
Thank you. Feeling a lot better though.
I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm only saying that because Eric is there.
I'll go away.
No, don't go away.
Scared her off again, Corey.
What?
Nothing. So yeah, do you got any shrooms for right now? It's just like a random pain in my stomach, like a sharp and then it goes away. But I'm dying.
I'm gonna help you out with that. You want to get some nice get you some nice teas, some like the mints are very soothing, like valerian as well, like chamomile, some soothing herbs that will work themselves out. You know what I'm saying?
Erica bought me some drinking vinegar, which sounds as bad as it sounds. Taste
It will
and
heal
sounds.
his gut, but he took one sip and he told me I poisoned him again.
Literally the sharpest pain struck again.
Drinking vinegar sounds like touching poo. This is here's some vinegar for drinking.
Oh, it's really good for your gut.
Okay, we're gonna do it live. Get me that drinking vinegar.
Okay. Let's talk about Elliot for a minute. Hi, Elliot. The whole internet is looking at you right now.
Hey, everybody.
Lovely to see you. How you doing?
Well, good, man. What's going on? How is everybody? It's been so long.
I know. You're my first guest on the show ever. Isn't that right?
You're goddamn right I am. And I will always hold that special place. I am the guy, the other guy to the guy. I'm the Ed McMahon to your Johnny Carson.
I would say that you're more like the Squidward to my SpongeBob.
Oh.
See, I don't watch SpongeBob. I don't know what that means. So.
I don't either.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, Corey lied right then.
Kind of like,
Why did you lie? I don't get why you guys are lying.
You're the announcer guy to my co-host. To him, he doesn't. Listen, it's a giant fiery bucket of poo. That's what people tune in for.
Gary.
It's not a bucket of poo. If you actually,
it's good. But yeah, things have been good. I've just been I've been busy building some websites and holidays and all that stuff, and selling stuff on eBay. So
how's the eBay sales been going, man? Anything stands out?
Well, I find things have been good. I think I almost sold. I'm approaching like $1,000 in sales for the month, so that was pretty good for just dicking around.
Well, it's a hobby that's making you money.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. But also, like, the more I sell, the more assholes I run into. Like these people, like they'll put an offer in, I'll accept it, they won't pay.
Well, that's just.
I know it's par for the course, but I just
require immediate payment.
Yeah, I need to flick that button pretty soon here.
So start requiring immediate payment.
But when someone sends an offer, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It still initiates that?
Yes. How
are these bastards getting around it then?
It should initiate.
All right. Okay, so especially
if somebody makes an offer, they should instantly pay because it's a binding offer. You lowered your price, and they should pay right now.
This is
Drinking vinegar. I have never seen anything like it.
So this is if I buy on camera. I mean, at least it was.
Is it straight up vinegar or is it a mixture?
Everybody shut up for a second. Hazel Hearts Vintage says that you cannot require immediate payment for best offer, so I'm wrong.
Yeah, I know you're wrong because people have not paid.
Because you can decline their offer, you can counter offer, so there's variables in that situation.
I know, but if they accept your offer, they should really have to pay instantly. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
absolutely. Yeah, if they accept the offer, but if the offer process is going back and forth, then obviously we can't.
Yes, but no. But I'm saying if they make an offer for $65, they should have $65 in escrow to make that purchase.
Agreed.
So that's annoying.
Dilly dilly.
Willy Willy.
What have you been selling? I mean, dicking around, making $1,000. Around for $1,000. I've
been really lucky with I've really just been buying tons of just men's clothes, like men's shirts, jackets, a couple handbags, stuff here and there, and I've been lucky. I just found a Hugo Boss.
Show and tell.
oh yeah, stand by.
So this actually isn't that bad. I don't know. This earlier it was killing me. Sharp pains. Now it's pretty nice actually.
Oh, that's nice.
This is my latest find.
Oh, okay. Let's see this.
It's a Hugo Boss. It's a jacket, new with tags. There's the tag was on here at one point.
Where are you?
New without
tag.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
So it's a Hugo Boss. It is it's called a bodega jacket. It's just a nice casual. It's a fucking cool color. It's got this fancy under the collar, pretty sexy. Picked it up for $10, and it's the comps on eBay are like 180.
Oh,
so
that
should go pretty quick. And just I've been selling a lot of my average sale price is hovering around $30 right now. So
that's really good, especially for you're somewhat early into it.
Yeah, I'm kind of really picky too though, because I try to get stuff that's really going from $25 to $50, $60. So I'm really picky right now. I'm not doing a whole lot of bread and butter items.
No, that's really good. Because if you start there, then you're basically just going to hone in on more. Your bread and butter is essentially going to become $30 items.
Oh. Yeah, exactly.
That's what
you want to build a good core. You want to build a good core inventory. What people don't understand, they think that you just list stuff on eBay and it sells instantly.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is
going to happen when you have a smaller inventory of exceptional items.
Yeah, I mean, I have almost 1,200, a little over $1,200 in sales off of 35 or 37 items, and it's and then I see these other people post their numbers, and they're posting they sold 300 items, and they made $400. I'm like, what the? Are you just selling pennies on eBay? Are you selling a penny for half a penny? It's all about profit. It's
But again, you can't knock that's their hustle.
That is their hustle. If you want to make
good for them for making, because maybe they're getting it $1 a piece.
I just don't want to work that hard to
think about the amount of work it took me.
I don't know how much that work it takes.
It took me the amount of effort it takes me to sell 35 items, and I made $1,200, and then they're having to do
3, 4,
10 times the work.
Fucking 10 times the work to make less money. It's
Yeah, but I don't think a lot of people understand their true cost of goods, and I think it's a huge problem in what I see, especially when I see people talking about FBA. Like, I showed Jake real FBA fees, and they are freaking enormous.
You're picking good stuff. It's not like you're picking.
Dude, I'm a pro too. I really think that I mean, I really am a professional. I do this for a living. I've been doing it for 15 years. I haven't been doing it for a full living for 15 years, but I really do know how to, find good books, find good media, find good clothing. Speaking of good clothing, look at these shoes.
What do you got there?
This is Crocodile. These are new old stock, size 13 Crocodile derbies. Look at that. And they have the crocodile on here as well, and the little tag that says genuine crocodile.
Very nice. Very nice.
Look at this. Like, that's why I was using it as a telephone. Look at the size of this shoe.
You're packing those up.
Yeah. So I listed these for $70, and they sold in like literally 2 minutes.
Amazing.
Yeah. And the most hilarious part is, like, I walked into a house where, like, everything was overpriced, except for, like, all these new old stock shoes, but they're all like 13s. This isn't the same as, like, this Florsheim. This is a different house, but
Okay.
all the shoes were like $2 or $3, but all the other stuff was like way out of the ballpark. So I mean, I bought like 60 pairs of shoes, and I'm still listing a lot of them, or having a lot of them listed, because I don't list things. But man, that gave me some motivation to get these things listed. I mean, basically. Because, I mean, I paid $3 or $4 for them. And after they sold, like 20, 30 minutes later, somebody was like, oh, you dropped that listing. I want to buy these for my husband for Christmas or whatever. And it's like, sorry.
They gone.
You lose in Mushroom Land, you lose.
All right, so you need to get me caught up on all this. I see this. You bought like a warehouse and some shit. What's going on? Condensed version. What the fuck are you doing, and how awesome is it?
It's hard as fuck right now, so it's not awesome at all. It sucks financially and work-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that I no longer, as a long-term play, that I wanted to figure out how to source locally, doing the things I'm doing now, but have a place where I could hire out or contract out buying power or labor or whatever, and allow the public to come into a space, and I would use that space to expand my inventory at the same time. I call the concept like reverse retail. You can't come in and buy anything. It all gets sold on the internet. You can certainly pick up things locally, and we'll have a little showroom. So there's like 1,200 square feet of warehousing. I have 500 more square feet under the ground. I'm probably going to rent that out for now, probably for the first year. I'll probably do a year lease on it for like $500 a month. Somebody will need it for a local business. Recoup some of my initial investment in getting this spot. I had to negotiate a little bit, and actually, Jacob helped me negotiate the lease on the building that the guy finally actually accepted. So hold that thought. So it's reverse retail. So people come in, and we have a place for them to put their stuff, hang out for a second, have a drink. We'll sort through their stuff. We'll decide what we can buy or consign. So I can build a consignment model into this. Instantly, that stuff goes into the processing room. There's somebody sitting there. There's 2 light cubes, if you saw them in the pictures today. 2 light cubes and a fashion setup. The fashion setup will be there later on in the week. Goes right into the photo cube. If it's whiter on the black side, if it's darker on the white side, and within 10 minutes of me buying it, literally it can be ready for sale. So what I'm looking for is to like get that capital rolling faster. I had to make a pretty big investment as far as like rent and infrastructure goes.
Right.
I had to put up $16,000 to get the lease. I had to put up $16,000 in cash. It paid me through the first 8 months, though.
That's pretty spicy, though. It's pretty spicy.
It's a spicy meatball. But so what I pre-negotiated was the ability to sublease any part of it or lease the entire place if I had to, if things got catastrophic for some reason. So I already leased out the office in the back for $600 a month. So that reduced my rent by a third already, which is pretty awesome.
That's good.
So it's
not even including the downstairs area.
It doesn't include the downstairs area, which I think I'll easily be able to rent for $5.
Have you done anything with the downstairs area?
I got rid of the dead rats.
Have you cleared out all down there?
An associate of mine who's been a lazy bum, honestly, and completely useless.
Dude, he's right here on the video.
No, what the?
I really hope that he's watching it right now, because I tried to tell him that he's a useless, but he didn't listen. I tried to tell him he was useless in a nice way. I really don't like people wasting my time and money. I work really hard for my money, and I work really hard to leverage my time. Like this show, I do in some of my free time in the evenings because I enjoy it and it's like cathartic for me or whatever. But during the day, I'm working. I work hard to provide for my family and to provide.
About his business.
What's up?
About that business.
No. I'm about making things better for everybody. But when you shirk your responsibilities and all you do is make excuses, that just makes my blood boil. I hate excuses. And like they just come one after the other. I didn't do this because of this. This was in my way because of this. It just congeals into this salad of bullshit.
So the basement area has not been cleaned, is what you're saying?
That is correct.
That shelf still in there?
Because I might be able to help you out with that.
Okay.
If you need it cleared out, I could probably coax my neighbor. My neighbor loves doing cleanouts, and even though it's junk, he would still enjoy cleaning it out because he would probably scrap some of the metal and stuff.
You can have whatever's down there. Yeah. Is that your neighbor who came to the sale?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he like physically capable of doing it? He's kind of old.
Dude, he's more physically capable than 20-year-olds I see running around.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, dude. It's $200. If he cleans it and it's immaculate, like it needs to be clean so that somebody could move in.
He just took the job. I didn't tell him yet, but he took the job.
$200, but he has to get rid of everything that's in there.
He'll do it.
Is that cute?
He'll do it. I'll help him.
Is that cute metal shelf still down there with all the different?
It is. I promised it to the guy who hasn't come and cleaned it yet, but he hasn't come and cleaned it, so he cannot have it anymore.
Okay.
But the shelf goes with the people who clean it, because I'm not just gonna give it away. Like somebody needs to work to get that out of there. So $200.
What do we got going on Monday?
Monday?
I'm thinking Monday at the latest. Friday if I'm not feeling like shit still.
All right, guys. Quick question.
Yes.
What's the cheapest way to ship a motorcycle helmet?
No, don't. It's probably going to be FedEx.
FedEx Smart Post? That's what I just said.
No, it's not going to be Smart Post though.
Check it.
I bet you that it's cheap. Is it more than 8 pounds?
Where's it going?
Oh no! So this thing probably weighs. I'd put it at like 3 to 4.
I know, but you got to put it in a box.
Yeah, the box ain't gonna be that heavy.
4 pounds boxed.
5. Let's say 5 pounds.
No.
More than that. So what I do is I do calculated in the listing, and then I do Smart Post as the first shipping option, FedEx home delivery as the second, and then priority mail if they want to pay more for that.
If it's above like 7 pounds, regular FedEx is usually better than Smart Post.
Typically, but location does impact that.
Definitely does. Don't
ship Florida.
In the weeks around Christmas, especially. Don't ship things Smart Post if they're going past the Rocky Mountains. I've had horrible experiences. No, do what you want, but know that a high percentage of them will take up to 9 days.
Okay.
Because they become the lowest priority. So I would avoid shipping anything you want to get there.
Again, that's your customer's option to select a slower shipping method. Obviously, if you're trying to, you know, facilitate a faster arrival of your product, then, you know, you can't fit that helmet in a flat rate envelope. But
no, you can't fit it in a flat rate box.
You can fit anything in a flat rate envelope. No one.
Dude, these are those size 13 shoes. Look, they're right here.
Bro.
Oh, is that illegal?
They're wrapped in bubble wrap. Yeah, these are the crocodiles wrapped in bubble wrap. Right here.
Is that a legal envelope?
Yeah, it's a legal flat rate envelope.
It's an illegal flat rate envelope when Corey uses it, though.
What?
Totally legal.
It totally works.
Well played, sir. Well played.
I get my shoes on, fool.
So Smart Post is what you're going to want to...
Probably not. You're probably not going to use
Offer Smart Post, offer home delivery, and offer priority. Calculated.
You know, like, do you, off the top of your head, how much, like, a Smart Post would be for something like this? Like, just rough?
It matters where it's going.
It goes to, like, zone...
Let's say Kentucky.
Okay, if it's going to Kentucky, it's 4 pounds, it's going to be approximately $12.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
15, and then
FedEx would be 15.
FedEx would be about 15.
Priority would be 21.
More than that, 34.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So where's is Smart Post at FedEx?
Yeah. So if you go to the FedEx, you ship from eBay, right?
Label.
Yeah.
So you just the drop down that says USPS, change it to FedEx, and Smart Post will be in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I stumbled across Smart Post one day, and I was like, "It's so cheap."
Oh yeah, and then, oh dude, huge tidbit of information. I accidentally used Parcel Post or whatever that stupid one is on that always costs the same as priority.
Yes. Oh my god.
Wait. There's no reason to use Parcel Post ever. I don't even see a reason why you'd ever use it.
Set it on fire.
Wait, if the item like it went to the wrong address, return postage is paid with priority, but not Parcel Post. So if you get a return on something that you sent Parcel Post, they will hijack your listing. They will hijack your item until you pay the return shipping cost.
So Corey blew it, and now we all know. Don't Parcel Post.
Yeah, I did that by accident. Parcel Post is the biggest pile of honky poo ever.
So wait, okay, so what happened? It accidentally selected it as the shipping option, and you clicked the pay button thinking it was priority, and then slapped it on and it went out?
Yeah, and then it went to the address was undeliverable, so when the item came back, I had to pay $15 just to get it back. Like, they wouldn't give it to me until I gave them $15. Hey, everybody, Max Headroom just entered the planetosphere.
I'm only here to be the voice of the chat room that's being ignored.
Oh!
The chat room has been talking to you guys for 45 minutes.
Has a lot more followers than you guys. Just saying.
Me? I'm not.
Hashtag logic.
Hashtag I'm not doing this for followers. I'm doing this for myself.
I'm just saying, Jake, you need a probiotic, my friend. We've been all saying that for half an hour.
She just came to tell you that you need to have a poop injection.
I'm just looking out for your stomach. You need to take a probiotic. It's probably better for your stomach than the apple cider vinegar.
Oh, it has probiotics in it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
But you could also probably go to the store and buy some like capsules with no fillers and take them forever. They're just good for you.
Just take them forever.
Take them at least for like a week or two to get your stomach
but after you take them for a week,
back to normal.
Take them forever. But after 2 weeks.
Just saying.
I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
Pat, you looking out for me. Kayla, thank you.
I don't really care. I was hoping he'd die.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
I'm just
That's how he gets rid of his competition. He kills them all.
Yeah.
I think
like
you were poisoning me this whole time. It was actually Corey.
Venus flytrap.
And I was also saying that I agree with Jake that you should put Smart Post and priority on there and let your customer decide what they want to pay and when they want to receive it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So does Smart Post deliver to their house, or does it go to a FedEx? Oh,
no, it goes to their house, and it does cost a lot less, but especially during the holidays, like Corey said, it can take like 2 or 3 weeks sometimes. It's not unheard of.
Absolutely.
So if someone's buying it for like a gift or something, Smart Post is going to suck.
Yeah.
But if they don't care and they just want the cheapest possible option, then why not?
Yeah, and then you have to deal with them complaining about how it doesn't come.
Yeah.
Well, that happens anyway.
I just like to cut the complainer head off in the beginning and just ship fast. Like,
I shipped a big binder full of photos this week, and it weighed like 4 pounds with a box. And the guy said, he made me an offer and I accepted it. And then he said, $20 shipping is too much. He lives in New York. $20 is too much. Can you ship it first class? And I said, no. First he asked, can you just send it medium mail? It'll cost you like $4. I go,
that's great.
You can't send it medium mail. It's not medium mail.
Exactly.
And then he said, okay.
Doing that, like they can stop you from shipping anything.
Yeah. They open like everything you send medium mail. And I said, no, I can't do that. And then he said, we'll just ship it first class. It'll only be like $4 or $5 again. And I said, it weighs 4 pounds. It weighs 4 pounds. It doesn't fit in a medium flat rate box. I said, I can ship it Smart Post. I said, I'll ship it Smart Post. It'll cost you $15, but it might take 2 weeks or more. And he's like, okay, that's fine.
All right.
And then after like 4 days, he like called you and was like, my package isn't here yet.
I know that's what's going to happen. He's going to message me in a week and say, it's been a week. It's kind of crazy. You know, if you had shipped it first class, it would have been here by now. I'm like, you dick. It's in a binder, a vintage binder. So it's got this like press board cover. It's heavy. Like, I don't make these things up. Like, I actually weighed it. I measured it. It doesn't fit in a medium flat rate, or I would have fucking put it in one.
What about a large flat rate? The 12 by 12 by 6?
I don't think it would have. I actually didn't even try, but...
What if you put it inside of a dead armadillo?
Yeah.
If I stuffed it inside of a fetal cat.
Oh, really? What a great idea.
Call back.
You guys are revolutionizing the shipping business right now. You're combining shipping and taxidermy in a way no one envisioned.
It's called shipstadermy.
We're taking YouTube back.
From who? Who had it?
Sam?
The 1%ers.
The 1%ers.
Everybody knows Sam had it.
Was there anything else, chat room, that you guys needed addressed that was not being addressed?
The voice of the people.
Oh, there was something else that was really good. Take Action said the Adidas sold for $200, and he's glad that he didn't take the $120 offer.
I picked those shoes and I gave them to him, actually.
So it's about you. Is that what you're saying? You can't say congratulations. You have to say how it's about you.
Yeah, I do. Well, it's my show. That's why I do this. Anyway, yeah, dude, awesome job selling those shoes. He's a new seller, and he has a lot of ambition. I like him a lot. I was talking to somebody at Goodwill, and he walked up. He's like, "Are you a reseller?" I'm like, "Yeah." We started talking, and we kind of traded some info. And he was more like into retail arbitrage, but it looks like he's getting into like more stuff. But I think he started like 6 months ago. He was on the show last time. But yeah, he's got some cool stuff. I mean, it's awesome that he sold those for $200. So congratulations.
Congrats, bro.
It's not. I mean, I don't sell $200 items every day, but I wish I did. I would like to sell like two $200 items every single day. Then I could go on vacation.
Not
Or
for-
even what?
I said not now.
No.
Yeah, you done dug yourself a big old hole, man.
But that hole is going to be full of gold bricks.
Yes.
Very soon.
Gold bullion and all the vacation time you could ever imagine.
What about chicken bouillon? Like those bouillon cubes?
Oh, good. I like chicken. Yeah, chicken.
Delicious.
Chicken
I mean,
from the key,
south.
man.
Why did chickens have to be so delicious?
I don't know. Ask them.
But you can't while you're eating it.
Somewhere in the world.
Maybe before.
There's
So how was everybody's turkey day? Did everybody get nice and stuffed up?
yeah.
I don't normally eat a
All right,
lot.
good talk. Thanks for answering my question, everybody. Let's move on to the next topic.
This show is supposed to be innovative, okay?
We've moved on.
It's not about small talk. We're talking about big ideas like poop and
talking to chickens.
Is this like now? Is this turning into a 10K on the Bay masterclass?
Never.
Join my Patreon now so I can talk.
Have you watched any of his?
Dude, let's start a Patreon for a chicken.
It's not.
Hey, wait! I have the best idea. Okay.
No, you don't.
Yes. Listen, everybody listen. So the chicken has two buttons, like an affirmative or a negative.
Yeah, this is not a good idea. This is going horribly wrong.
Just be quiet. Okay. As a Patreon member of the chicken, every day the chicken will make one decision for you. And you have a chicken, it has a little feed pellet, hits the button.
So it's a magic 8-ball.
But it's a chicken!
And PETA will have you shut down in 0.0 seconds.
Well, take care of the chicken. It's his job. He likes to make decisions. It's a Patreon group for a decision-making chicken.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Have fun.
God damn it. You're such a negative Nancy.
I like that idea a lot.
Jacob is your ass kisser.
It would just make everybody with a Patreon channel rethink their life a little bit.
I guarantee you they're stupider Patreons. I know some of them.
I've never even like I don't even know what Patreon really is, honestly. That's how behind I am. I mean,
I actually pay for a couple for podcasts.
Okay.
I pay for one. I pay for one. Basically, people can subscribe to it's different ways. Like they either pay you every month or they can pay you per podcast or whatever. But basically, what you do is like you support creators that you like and listen to and whatever. It's cool though because like there's a lot of people out there trying to create content, and the only support they have is their listeners or their viewers, and they're doing stuff on YouTube or they're doing podcasts on SoundCloud or whatever. So there's one guy that I support, and I signed up through my PayPal. I just pay him $7 a month and he puts out 5, 6, 7 podcasts, and it's really good content. So it's worth it.
Can you do a shout out for that podcast?
It's the Sam Harris Waking Up podcast.
Oh, Sam Harris, yeah.
Sam Harris Waking Up.
Love Sam Harris. Huge fan.
So I give him $7 a month because he's just one of the smartest guys I've ever listened to.
He is one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
Can you give me a little background on who he is? I mean, I guess I could look it up on Google, but everybody's watching. And
he kind of came along after he wrote a book called Letter to a Christian Nation right after 9/11. That basically, he became part of the four horsemen of atheism, if you will, with Christopher Hitchens, Richard Dawkins, and Daniel Dennett. And those guys kind of were leading the charge of the atheist reprise, or whatever movement you want to call it. But
atheist revival.
The atheist revival.
Kinda, yeah.
But Sam Harris is he's a neuroscientist, philosopher. He I don't know. Right now he's been spending a lot of time talking about, like, he came out really hard against Islam and jihadism, and that was kind of like the basis of his first couple books. And now he's dabbling in like AI and the future of reason and morality and all this crazy stuff. It's insane.
I love that shit. So yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, look him
He's a
up.
smart guy. Like, he's good to listen to. He's not boring.
Is he sexy?
He's a handsome dude. He looks like
Me?
I mean, I've seen
like
worse.
if like Tom Cruise and
Janet Jackson.
no, who's Zoolander? Who's the Zoolander
He
guy?
does kind of look like what's his name? Ben
Stiller.
Stiller. Yes,
Like a
he does.
Ben Stiller, Tom Cruise, but got dropped on his head. No, he's a handsome fella.
I like him just because he's a little less toxic than Hitchens, who I also really enjoy. But Hitchens is like, you need a drink to sit down and.
Oh, dude, Richard Dawkins is like a puddle of poison, man.
No, Christopher Hitchens. Dawkins
I
isn't
missed-
as bad. Hitchens is the worst.
Dude, I was in a speech where somebody asked. Richard Dawkins came to do a speech. I'm a biologist, if anybody didn't know that. So he came to do like a speech, and I'm part of like the science club in college. So got to like meet with him after, and somebody asked him if he could pick a mythical god to be, who would he be? And he said Baal, because he like eats children.
I would take that as like a like atheist joke, though.
Right.
No, but I don't think he didn't seem like he was joking.
I don't think he actually eats children. I mean, I'm not the biggest Dawkins fan, but I don't think he actually eats babies.
I don't like Richard Dawkins. I don't really like Richard Dawkins at all. But
He's just a little
mostly because
cocky.
He's a little prickly. He's a little
Yeah.
prickly.
he's a little British. He's a little British. He's definitely not an Australian. No, I've read some of his books.
The something genome.
We need to address the chat for a second.
Hey, Chad.
Because
What's up?
Mal says that she's a Patreon subscriber for the podcast called Cumtown.
Cumtown.
Cumtown?
Can you spell that for me?
That would be the CUM version.
Interesting. Like,
I am not familiar.
is it the Magna?
I kind of don't want to Google Cumtown.
I know exactly.
I
Like
don't want to Google that shit.
the internet.
That place in California?
Oh, it's like a sex advice podcast.
The internet exploded just now with Cumtown searches.
All four of us.
Pick me down, pick me, Cumtown. Stefan Molyneux, I don't know. I think that he has some underpinnings, some core beliefs that I'm certainly not aligned with, but I've listened to a little bit. I think he's an asshole.
Oh, okay.
Is there anyone you don't think is an asshole? I'm just curious.
Not you.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Just kidding.
Obviously.
He doesn't think he's an asshole, but that's about it.
Oh no, that's definitely not true. I think I'm one of the biggest assholes in the world. I don't listen to
Ladies
anybody.
and gentlemen, it's self-aware.
Oh, fuck.
Love you.
How about that Cumtown, though?
The logo for Cumtown podcast is exactly what you would think of it.
It's like a
If you-
fried egg without the yolk.
If you picture what it might look like, that's probably what it looks like.
Is that real? Oh, it is real. Is it called?
Yes, it's a real podcast. It says it's like a sex relationship advice podcast or something.
Christopher Hitchens versus William F. Buckley. I don't even know what pundit porn is.
Oh well, Hitchens did tons of debates against religious people. He actually, one of the funniest ones was he debated like a bunch of dudes from the Catholic Church. And it was literally like they did this debate. It was over in England somewhere, and they would poll the audience, and the question was religion a force of good or evil or something like that? And he just absolutely like eviscerated these poor Catholic priests, and there's nothing to say, just to go watch it. And
yeah.
Didn't he wind up changing like a good portion of people's minds there that were polled, or was that a different one?
No, I think he ended up with the majority vote at the end of that one.
Yeah, which is what I think is just
I mean, even if
the
you
easiest thing.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to go there.
Sensitive subject.
I don't. I mean, I'm just generally like I'm not against God or religion or any of that stuff. I'm just against like believing things that separate you from other people for no reason. That's my general like. That's why I don't like follow any sort of like religion or anything like that, because I feel like it divides people, and I don't like. I like peace and harmony, except for I like to be alone in my basement mostly.
I don't talk about this like anywhere else because no one listens to this, so I can't keep talking about it here.
In the words of many a guest, I believe that we should help each other out and defend ourselves when we are attacked or wronged, and be able to defend our families, but generally like spread good and harmony and peace. And I believe that that's one of my purposes on the.
Shut up, hippie.
I mean, and it's not congruent with a lot of how religion works. So I just.
Everybody, and everybody just needs to. I think what people mistake is being uncomfortable with being harmed. And a lot of people just ideas and being exposed to different things makes people uncomfortable, but they interpret that as physical.
Oh yeah.
So it's
yeah, like if you attack the dogma or the organization, you're attacking the person. But that's an organization building a shield against any sort of like transparency, really.
Well, I mean, that's part of people's general way of turning their belief into their identity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you attack the belief, you attack their identity, and then.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with belief. I mean, we all exist with certain like belief and belief systems. They're just sometimes they're not like binary in the same way as like religion would be. It's not like I can believe this from this and this from this and this from this and this from that and form my own worldview, or I can subscribe to a worldview that exists already. And maybe some people just plug into that easier. It's not. It's just different. It's just a different way of being. I guess. I don't know. How the hell did we start talking about this?
It's Elliot's fault.
Patreon took us down this dirty little hole.
Oh, so yeah. So Sam, what's his name? Sam Smith?
Harris?
Yeah.
Sam Smith.
I just wanted to remind everybody in the chat. I really did remember.
Sam Harris.
I'll check him out. I don't really listen to atheists that much because they all seem to just like be blowing hot air to me.
Well, at some point, there's really nothing else to talk about because
that's what I mean. Yeah, after a certain point. So like, the blind clockmaker and the.
Well, don't they say it's like having a group of people who don't like golf? That's what I've heard. Having like groups of atheists is like having a group of people who get together because they all don't like golf. Which is why
we call ourselves the
have such a
non-golfers.
hard time like having a community is because it's like, okay, we all don't believe the same thing.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, you have like a whole different way of forming, like your worldview. Your worldview is like unsubscribed in a certain, in a fashion. So
Yeah, but I do think that the stuff that Sam is talking about now about artificial intelligence and morality in the coming of this age is just unbelievable, because there's so many things about this future of artificial intelligence and morality that you just don't even think about. Like for instance, how does like a self-driving car decide who to kill if it has to kill somebody? These are things that are programmed in.
Asks the chicken. We found a use for the chicken.
I'm gonna do this really quick.
So, I mean, you would imagine that it would probably choose the outcome that would kill the least amount of people.
I just need to tell Kayla that I think that's smart and funny right now.
Oh, jeez.
You're so smart and funny.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, just quick chat update. Somebody wrote "cum" and "religion and chicken." That's Stephanie.
Which is basically what the name of this show should be.
Krillin wants me to do a Jimmy Swaggart impression, so I'm going to watch a Jimmy Swaggart. I'm going to put on mute and do a Jimmy.
I think we're all going to regret this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I already am, but
we're long past that.
live and learn.
The only Patreon I pay for is a murder podcast, so.
Oh.
But it's really good.
Yeah.
If you like murder.
Is it, which one is it?
Gordon Scale.
Haven't heard of that one.
It's good. He does a lot of he plays a lot of the audio from like recordings of like 911 calls and police recordings and interrogations and.
Oh my goodness.
That's good.
What was that first podcast that came out that was all serial? Was that what it was called?
The true crime serial, yeah.
Yeah. And that was about the kid who like killed his high school girlfriend and yeah.
Or did he?
Or did he, right. And then they came out with a second one
which was about Bo Bergdahl, who deserted his post in the army.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I listen to like 30 podcasts. So like if there's a podcast, I probably have listened to it at some point.
Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for some new ones because I listen to Bill Burr, who's fucking awesome. What's that?
Watch your language. This is a family show. I'm censoring your use of profanity here.
Oh, so no more cum chickens then. We're like
you can
cut off.
You can say every word. Well, everybody can use profanity except for Elliot.
Oh, okay.
What? Somebody asked what and where our podcasts.
What? Where our podcast?
How are you typing? Are you Google Chat right now? Are you on a typewriter that's hooked up to Google Chat?
They're in the cloud up there. They're up there in the cloud.
Mute everybody because
this is what and where our podcast, Stephanie.
I'm muting you. I'm muting you. I'm muting you. You're all muted, you see. Now it's just me talking. Don't laugh at
myself. That wasn't hard at all. That was
mute yourself.
You stopped nothing.
Mute yourself. Because I didn't know how to like listen.
You can't stop
until like a year.
You can't stop us.
You can't.
I'll stop talking. Go ahead. Do your shitty impression.
Oh, okay.
I was not doing any impressions. I was saying that I feel Stephanie's pain because like a year ago, I listened to all my podcasts on YouTube. Because I didn't have an iPhone and I didn't like to download apps or I forgot my password or whatever. So I would just listen to them on like YouTube. I didn't know where podcasts came from either. So don't be all mean. Okay, now I'll do my Jimmy Swaggart impression. Blood. That's it.
Wow.
Okay, you can unmute yourself.
That was something.
I'm glad that happened.
That was Jimmy Swaggart.
If you hadn't muted us, you still would have heard nothing because we weren't laughing.
Damn. Sick burn.
It was an impression, but it wasn't Jimmy Swaggart.
Mighty Mushroom, the least informative and most idiotic show on YouTube.
Did somebody put that in the comments?
What?
Did someone put that in the comments?
After the Cum and Chicken and Religion show, that should be the title of the next show.
I mean, I didn't know there was a podcast called Cum Town. I'm like, it sounds like a place that's like very slippery.
Oh no.
Sorry, I had to get one last one in.
No. I mean, I feel like that just the name of that podcast has provided so much content for this show.
Talk about the names of the podcast. Oh my god, I saw part of a Ron Jeremy interview. Oh my god, it was so funny. He was like all drunk and he was like falling asleep.
I think that's like his only mode. I think like that's pretty much it.
He opened up like a sex club in downtown Portland called like Sesso, I think, which is the word sex in Italian. I don't think it lasted very long.
So by interview, you mean porno?
No.
Saw an interview.
That was a nasty looking. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know if I want to watch porn with Ron Jeremy in it. He's not cute to me.
Like in the 70s, you didn't have a choice. Like
You're like,
that was it.
Jeremy again. All right. Well, I mean, he works.
What are you gonna do?
Look, it's 19 cheerleaders and Ron Jeremy. Is that how it went? I don't know.
That was
disgusting.
Dave, actually. Okay. Well.
What a night.
What?
What a night. Corey, I got a hat for you. Since I bought a hat, you can buy this hat.
I can't see it because I'm stuck on Elliot's face like an unprofessional. What brand is that?
It's a tribal hat. It says Sequoia Custom Knits.
Oh, Tracy Lords. Yeah, that's another blast from the past.
Tracy Lords.
She was the girl.
I'll buy that hat from
She
you.
started doing porn when she was like 16. Like she used to fake ID.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, there wasn't like a big scandal and all that nonsense.
This is like a really nice hat.
Porn and hats.
Porn and hats.
It's made in Cottage
Ship
Grove.
package inside a dead cat.
Oh my god, that's catchy.
I think that you are in charge of the theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you're a marketing genius.
What I do. That's what I do.
Did you see that haul of baseballism sweaters that I got?
No, I mean I saw some jealous. As I've been slogging through moving this store, I haven't really been looking at the Instagram stuff so much during the day, but I did see a post that you made, and it did make me jealous. I will admit that.
So I went to this. My neighbor dragged me out of my house to because last weekend, it was Thanksgiving weekend. There wasn't very many sales going on, and he was like, "Oh, there's this moving sale," and I was like, I don't know. Just because you never know, right? I mean, there's people who are exclusive to the yard sales, and I don't do a lot of yard sales. So it was kind of in between that and an estate sale. The guy who was selling his home was doing it. I don't know why, but he had 60 plus dead stock baseballism, which is a brand, I guess, of these really nice jersey knit, zip up track sweatshirts, hoodies, and I got the whole bin for $45.
Whoa.
Here, show me one. Show me the money.
Oh
Show me
God!
the goods.
All right, one sec. Or wait, I could actually pull up the listing. That would be better.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, that's thinking. Ooh, it's midnight already. Shit.
Oh,
Oh no, are you serious?
Oh,
Midnight
It's
my time.
11 o'clock for us.
it's 11 o'clock over here, buddy.
An hour talking shit passes like really fast.
Really does.
I know, and I'm not even inebriated, which is rare.
Corey, did you leave me auto positive feedback? Because if you didn't,
Absolutely. You didn't get it?
wait. Good buyer, prompt payment, valued customer, highly recommended. Thanks,
That
Corey.
was sweet.
I know, I'm so nice.
That wasn't automated at all.
No,
That wasn't.
I should have stopped it and put just the word anus in there.
Nauseous.
If I, oh,
Wait for it to explode. Waiting for it to explode.
I can't stop laughing. Ooh. Are you gonna show us the thing?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I got 2 watchers on it. I haven't sold any yet. I just listed them.
You think you haven't sold them because they're dumb or because you're overpriced?
Those are the only reasons.
So do you sell them? Do you not sell them because your face is stupid?
This is them.
Hold
Wait,
on.
you get, click on your.
Those are awesome.
Stop
So I
talking.
got
You can't
six-
see this fucking. There we go.
So I got 68 of these in sizes small to double XL.
Baseballism?
Are they good?
I don't know.
I mean,
Like, I've never heard of
quality.
them. So I just.
I know I hadn't either. They're definitely quality. And this is the first time that I've ever done the variations where you can, set it up where you have quantized depending on the size.
Maybe it was his failed attempt at private labeling.
Okay, so I have one watcher on a double XL, none on the XL, none on the large, none on the medium. And
How much did you pay per piece?
I essentially paid like 70 cents a piece.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
Yeah, they're brand new.
Yeah, it's like a boutique-y. I mean, it's baseballism.com, and it's like
It's a nice website.
Yeah, and it looks. I mean, the hoodies go for $60.
I think you could make your keywords better by getting rid of all sizes and adding some things that make it sound cooler, like
You don't even have the word baseball in there.
You have MLB in there too.
baseball, sports, light.
All right, here we go. This is happening.
Yeah, put MLB.
I'm revising it.
This is crowdsourcing your listing.
No, hey. All right, so all sizes, not necessary.
Fuck that.
We're gonna put baseball, and then you said MLB.
MLB. Yeah.
Should I take out men's?
Get rid of zip track. Get rid of track.
Yeah, I would rather have men's. I think men's makes more
Men's
sense.
hoodie, sweatshirt, MLB baseball.
What else? Zip up men's hoodie, sweatshirt, baseballism, jersey knit, charcoal, MLB baseball.
What about gray instead of charcoal? I don't know. I'm just thinking if you want to. Well,
Yeah.
that actually that zeroes out your characters.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
What do you guys? Do you guys do zip, zip up, zippered, zip?
I usually just do zip, but
I do too. I usually just use
Just do zip. Take the up off the end of it there.
Let me look at what you got.
I'll just space it that way if someone.
yeah,
Zip up men's hoodie.
I mean, you have to think about what somebody.
capitalize that you.
I was
It drives me crazy.
No,
Oh!
about the Capitals.
So here's one thing that kind of bothers me is I can't accept best offers when you do variations.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I have all my variations, right? I have my quantity, but you can't accept best offer.
It's fucking bullshit.
It is.
What if you separate out the sizes?
Then I'd have to do 6 different listings, which I could do, but
You just do sell similar. I mean, you've already got it all there.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think that since you paid so little for it, like it would be beneficial to have best offer enabled. Because what if somebody's like, well, I'll pay $28 for it? Like, that's still an amazing profit. I think you're missing a lot of potential profit by not taking best offer.
on everything else I do best offer. So it is, but I don't know. I'm gonna let it play out.
I mean, you might as well try it, but
I'll let it
you've
play
got
out.
Christmas happening like right now, and people are buying stuff like that as gifts. So
I know. I figured 35 is like that's a buy it now price.
is that free shipping?
It's
a little high because you have to think there's a lot of sales going on. So like 20.
That's why I would do sell similar and put best offer on it now while people are looking for Christmas presents. I don't know. That's what I would do, but
Okay.
who knows? I'm an idiot, so.
hardly.
Forgot to add, I am not an idiot.
.com /
.org.
/
Your mom.
No, it's my first time ever doing a listing that has a variation in it. And yeah, that is the downside, is that you can't accept offers, but I don't know, maybe I'll throw it in the listing like you can send an offer personally, or I don't know. But then people don't read that anyway, so
They don't.
This is a weird. I mean, it's quality stuff. It's just a weird, niche-y brand that, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't.
that's what I was like, what is this guy doing with this huge tote of these like nice hoodies? I was like, I think it was either a coach or bought them for a team, or maybe he was selling them. I don't know.
I know, but it's a premium brand though. Like a $35 T-shirt ain't going to, like, you know. I don't know. It says they started it as a baseball camp, then they stopped the baseball camp, and then they came back and started it as a brand.
That's weird.
And now Hazel is yawning at me.
Sorry.
Because you're boring.
Well, okay, so I didn't have baseball as a separate keyword, and I didn't have MLB. I think those 2 factors will probably boost
100%.
the search.
I mean, it's like those kind of things. You want to offer an awesome deal so people maybe even order multiples, but like I don't think $35 is a great price point on that, because I think that you can get like a Columbia one that for like $35. So I think that.
Are you thinking like 25-ish maybe?
I would say, yeah.
Does the 35 have free shipping or no?
It doesn't have free shipping.
Oh, see, that's definitely too high in my opinion. I might pay 35 shipped.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Because it's probably a padded flat rate. They probably pay way more than a pound.
Yeah,
So you've got $6 of shipping in there. So figure, you're going to make 28, which is what I figured people would make an offer of anyway.
Yeah, I figured 35 was the ambitious price.
But since you can't take an offer,
yeah,
that ambitious price is even more ambitious.
it is. Yes, but
I'm not saying you shouldn't dream big, though. You never know. You never know. No, I mean that seriously. Like,
no, I totally agree. That's why I started at 35, and I can't accept best offers, but I'm obviously very open to reducing the price, and I do want to move them because there's a lot.
And this is the best time to move them is before Christmas, because they're new with tags, so they're a gift item, and they're going to be a gift for somebody who likes baseball. Like,
yeah, and like I look at the comps. There's like there's like 3 sweatshirts that have sold, but they are selling at like 33, 39, and one sold for 49.
Right.
So I don't know. You might want to just come in at like $29.99 with free shipping and try and just blow them out.
That's only 3 solds though.
I know, and there's 35 listings for the brand Baseballism. If you look up Baseballism, there are only 34 listed. So obviously, it's a very small brand.
Yeah.
Clothing. I mean, let's just look up the word like.
So what do you guys think? Should I reduce it to 25 and charge for shipping, or should I keep it at 35 and just do free shipping, or should I lower it to 30 and do free shipping?
Oh, I think you should lower it to like $27 and do free shipping.
I don't agree with that. I would say 25 plus or 35 free shipping.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think you're going to sell them for $35. Like, okay, here's some hats. Here's a shirt for $11.99.
Are they all the same design?
Yeah, they're all identical.
Here's a Baseballism varsity jacket for $99.
What's on them again? Is it like baseball cleats or something?
Yeah, there's like a cleat and a cleat across it.
I just think it's a desirable brand that anybody knows about, and
that's the thing is like
the part that bothers me is that in men's clothing, there's only 25 solds at all, and they're like from the 17th, the 14th.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not like it's something that's selling every day. So you either something's gotta give. You've either gotta take a best offer or you've gotta just lower the price.
All right. I think I will. I'll try them out at like I said, I have like, in addition to that, I got a bunch of other shirts and some hats, and I already sold like a hat out of that lot for $15. And then another hat. What did I sell that hat for? $18. So I sold a couple hats that almost paid for the whole bin. So.
Well, yeah. So I think, lowering your price or accepting offers if you've already pretty much paid for your lot, like you're golden.
Yeah.
You don't do like Poshmark or Mercari or anything like that, do you?
No, I don't.
Mm.
You should do a Mercari lot where you charge like $10 a piece and try to get rid of all of them.
I'm gonna go ahead and lower them to 25 right now.
You're such a generous man.
Like we've all been doing this long enough to know that like where you price at has sometimes fairly little impact on how quickly you sell.
Oh yeah.
It's like if the person's there and they want it, they're going to send you an offer if they want to, or they're just going to buy it, And
I would say 80% of my items that make offers are people just buy it.
Right.
Like only 20% of items are that with offers, even though I accept offers.
So I think at 35, this is how I've always operated. I start at the higher end of the market, or where I think that is. I give it a little bit of time, and then I cut back to where I think is competitive.
Yeah.
And then from there I cut back to where I think is like a supreme deal. That's how I like to move my inventory.
People so eBay's done like all these surveys, and what it's funny where like these focus groups and all this nonsense, and what they found out is people come to eBay to get deals. That is like shipping, not shipping. People don't care about free shipping that much on eBay as much as they initially thought. But really, people are coming to look for a deal that they can't find anywhere else.
Right.
That's what you want to provide. You want to provide the service that they came looking for.
Hell yeah. I think at 25, right? And by the way, these are quality. Like, I bought them because I was like, I could sell one of these for potentially $30, $40. They're really nice. They used a good material. It hugs the body well.
It's a quality brand. They're not selling shit, No.
So
are they 100% cotton or are they a blend?
I believe it's a blend. At least the way that that it kind of breathes and stretches. I feel like it might be.
Is there no fabric tag on it?
Actually, you know, I have it in the listing. I don't.
Oh, okay. As long as you have it in the listing, that's.
I do. I can reference it.
Did you get an alert to tell you that your hat shipped?
I did.
I don't believe that it really shipped.
Thank you.
It's 11 o'clock at night.
Well,
yeah, it's a premium poly cotton blend.
Premium.
Premium. Believe it.
Is that what it says in the listing? I have no idea.
Yeah, no, it does for the material. I mean, that's what they have it listed on the tag. I'm staying true to the item.
It's premium.
Just gonna go into that.
It's a okay, so it's a 50, 25, 25 poly cotton rayon.
Oh, okay. So it is probably kind of smooth, like a soft, smooth material. Then
I love that stuff.
I'm legit gonna keep. I'm definitely gonna keep one for myself. They're actually very comfortable.
I mean, where are you gonna get new clothing for 70 cents?
And
yeah,
I know, right? Isn't it?
A crate subscription service or something.
Oh, you could start a crate subscription, except the only thing in your crate is a baseball hoodie. It's the worst fucking crate ever.
Have you heard of? Have you heard of?
Yeah.
Well, no one else has either. Woo-hoo!
Jake's crates. You get one baseball hoodie one time.
Will you fit into a medium? Because if not, sorry.
We don't want your size. We don't care if you like sports at all. Or if you're a man even. Doesn't matter. You get one baseballism hoodie.
The cringe crate.
The cringe crate.
And each one.
That's this podcast.
I was about to say each one will include a copy of this podcast on diskettes.
On VHS.
On like 17 diskettes.
Oh my god.
Floppy disks.
Diskettes.
Yeah, diskettes.
Hey, don't hate on the diskettes.
Never.
Don't hate on diskettes.
Not hate on them.
Not. Sally.
I sell floppy.
Huh?
I sell floppy disks. Pray.
Like, frankly, I love floppy disks. I wish I could walk into a house where all the walls were made of boxes of floppy disks.
Now you're mocking the hustle.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
I almost said that earlier for some reason.
What?
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Shia LaBeouf.
My
that-
mind hurts.
Is that like a Gary Vee quote?
Okay, I was actually, when you guys were talking about Sam Harris, I was like, what about Gary Vee? Are you guys riding on that?
I've had enough of him. He's fucking just. It's
The word hustle makes me want to kill myself.
too much.
I don't like the word hustle either.
It's just after the first month, he's just the same thing over and over.
Of him yelling and cursing at you about hustling.
Yeah.
I say hustle to mock.
Hashtag hustle.
When I was 27, I started a wine business with my fucking dad.
I didn't make any fucking excuses.
Fuck you, hustle. Go fuck yourself. That's my Gary Vee impression.
Dude,
Every reseller ever now hates us.
What's that?
Every reseller now hates us.
Yeah.
Gary Vee is like the Jesus to resellers.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of this.
The thing that pisses me off though is he's got his VaynerMedia, and he's pushing it as this revolutionary thing that's doing what nobody else does. But it's all. I'm in the advertising business. I mean, everybody's doing just about the same thing, maybe with a different style, but nobody's he didn't revolutionize fucking Snapchat advertising.
Yeah, he didn't make Instagram. Imagine if
But he's a salesman and he's good at it. And
Oh yeah.
but he spends most of his time on his brand, the Gary V brand. You know, he has somebody following him with a camera 24 hours a day. He's kind of there's a level of arrogance,
narcissism, much.
And narcissism, yeah. And that's it. Slowly just kind of turned me off after a while.
Sounds like you got problems, bro.
I don't doubt that he's like good at what he does, like he is, but you have to take an account. So I like researched into him the other day because I was just like, what is this? What's going on? And he grew a business that was already $3 million business.
Yeah.
So it's like he started off with something that was already making a lot of money and then made more money from it. But like, if you're already starting off with a $3 million business, like it's going to grow.
Let's hear about the billionaire success story. Why don't we?
Yeah, he's like started from almost the top. Now I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
Good for you.
Yeah, if you were already in the 1% or even
I was in the top 3%.
Right, exactly. I wasn't in the 1%. I was in the top 3%.
I don't think that really matters in the terms of what the level of accomplishment is. Like, I don't know what. I kind of hear that his purpose is this or that, but I never trust somebody who tells you what their purpose is. It's also there's always an underlying purpose, and you can espouse anything you want, but at the same time, like, I take all that stuff with a grain of salt. I think we all understand, though, that like positivity and action drives success. I mean, that's what it is really true. And these like positivity gurus and all this kind of stuff, they're basically just taking what everybody already knew. I mean, Thomas Edison said success is 10% inspiration, 90% perspiration. That was in the 1770s.
That was a long time. Yeah, it's literally he's taking like Abraham Lincoln quotes and adding the word "fuck" to them. Like that's what Gary Vee.
No, but he's backing it up with action though. That's what makes it different. He's not just sitting in the chair.
No, like, listen, the guy's he's invested in some.
I'm not defending him either. I'm just like
he's just this little annoying prick that I just can't listen to anymore.
Tell us how you really feel, though.
He just like he'll be talking and he'll say something. He'll be like, what's it? Hey, D-Rock, that was a good one. Write that down for later." It's like, oh, you fucking shit.
He's like Ryan Reynolds.
Reminds me of Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is in.
Yeah. He's what's that movie where like it wasn't Cumtown, it was another one where they. It was the movie about the college. The guy was like Ryan Reynolds, one of those goofy. They put the dog jizz in the donut.
Van Wilder.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Van Wilder.
Write that down.
Yeah, he reminds me of Van Wilder.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt the guy is successful and good at what he does. I just don't like motivational speakers at all in general. Just blanket statement, like.
Well, because you understand that they're selling something.
Yeah, I don't need it. Like, I'm good. I'd rather be motivated by people I know and trust and can see their results instead of people who like just happen to have a book deal. Like.
Well, I mean, how do you think they got a book deal, though? I mean, let's say, I
know how.
Elliot got a book
Cumtown
tomorrow because
gobbling that Cumtown.
True story.
Taking the stinky train to Cumtown.
What are you talking about?
Hey, do you see what time it is? Boy.
The time passed really, really fast. I'm glad I was.
Later, Krillin. Hey.
Krillin left because he's
apologized.
He's offended.
Sorry, everybody.
You let Elliot in, and then everything just goes.
Oh God!
I bet you guys had some constructive conversations before I came back.
Not really.
We're talking about poo stuff.
Yeah, you guys like legitimately like the second I popped in, you were like, "Show us your butthole."
Yeah, and somehow you're getting blamed for the degradation here.
Right, I'm the bad guy.
In my defense, I was curious. Okay, I just wanted to know what it looked like.
Okay, ready? Here it comes.
It's a good thing you don't try to monetize this, Corey, because it wouldn't happen.
There it goes.
I don't have any.
Would YouTube even allow it?
Mostly, I just want to show people on the internet that resellers are idiots and don't try to do what they're doing because it's dumb.
Crystal was telling me today that one of our episodes of Sip and Flip couldn't be monetized because I changed the title to something like, "Do people think we run around naked or something?" Like, and it was like a quote, something that somebody said during the show, but it just had the word naked in it. And because it said naked in the title, they won't let us monetize that show.
So what troubles me about monetization in general is not like I want to know who's advertising on my videos, and it's like, you know, like honestly, like guys like Ty Lopez, you're talking about Gary Vee, but I you know, a guy like Ty Lopez and there's this other one. Oh, hi, I'm Calicanai, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, I don't want to watch your stupid video, and I am not providing like this content for you to advertise your donk ass shit on. So get the fuck out of here, okay? There.
Donk ass
you can monetize
shit.
that. You can monetize that. Monetize it up your butt.
You know, I never thought about who's advertising on our channel.
Oh, that's what I thought about initially. Somebody was like, "You're not building this channel to monetize it." No, look, I just want to be an ass on YouTube.
I just clicked monetize because I was like, oh, well, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, we've made $100. Like,
dude, that pays for your coffee on the show.
oh yeah, absolutely. But we just made that after a year. It took us a year to get there.
Yeah, no, you have to put a lot.
But we don't care. We're not like, that's not why we're doing it. Like, it's a cool little perk, but
yeah. I want this to continue to be like an ad-free space of like free thought and talking and like all that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
We can keep talking about Come Down.
He's gonna get labeled as adult content. Some kid's gonna be like watching Scooby-Doo and then,
Mommy, what's Come Down?
Mommy, what's a town? Well, a town's a place where people come to get groceries. And what's come?
This is why my child will never be allowed on the internet. Mommy, that video has you in it. Yeah, don't click that. Don't click that one. Nope.
Mommy, why are you talking about eating the cat?
Oh my goodness.
That's the worst of our worries here.
No, I had to think of something off the fly and I couldn't because I'm not that smart. All right, kids. Well, it was a lovely pseudo show thingy. Thank you for everybody who was ignored in the chat, and if your concerns were assisted in answering, I hope that was advantageous to your existence and will be further advantageous to your further existence. Thanks, guys. I'm going to stop this broadcast. But you can stick around if you want for 1 second. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.